Alright, welcome back to Session 2 of the Evil Within 2. That's too many twos for this Sunday. Last time we left off, we actually made our start on the game and kind of just explored everywhere. We just kind of waddled around a whole bunch, found our way, and, went from there. What I intend to do... Firstly, I want to try and see if I can nab a couple of these as we head up. Just so we've got a little bit more to work with. But it'll be a bit of a cautious approach, because if I have to spend bullets to get them, then the journey's pointless, But I'm going to try and get some of these going up. I might skip the gunpowder, I'll not worry about it too much. But I want to try and prioritize going up this lane, because there's a random event you can trigger that we didn't trigger last time, that I want to try and get before we move on. Because it leads to its own rewards. And so, by nature of rewards and goodies, of course we want to do that. So let's try and crack straight on. We've got 3 bullets and a dream, really. Which is why I want to try and be very conservative now. If it's going to be one of those things where if an enemy spots us, we're just going to hightail. We're not going to stick around. We're not really in a position to start dealing with every single encounter as they come, As much as it'd be nice to, because I do enjoy the moment-to-moment, sequences in this game. I did play a little bit of this off-screen, but I didn't save. All I did off-screen was kind of run around and get a bit more of a feel for things. So it's not as... Oh, as I whacked my mic by accident. I'm not as... untrained, I guess. Because it has been a while. And it was very apparent in the last session that I was kind of fumbling my way through. So I wanted to just kind of be a little bit more on focus. I wanted to be able to... feel a bit more in control, a bit more handled. This is just bullets, so I probably don't have to search. I can probably go right up, tap the button, and get out of there. Yeah, I can. Okay, I think I got spotted anyway, but it doesn't matter. I'll put an actual thing on you. You're over there. Yeah, I can just loot this. But I also want to try and make an opportunity, and it's entirely just me not being completely used to live streaming in the routine, though. But I need to get into the habit of being able to talk about other subjects and not just the game I'm playing. It was alright with Dangan V3, because there was always stuff going on all the time, so there was always something to talk about. But a lot of other games, by nature, don't have something happening every single possible fraction of a second, There's gonna be quieter moments, or things where time doesn't matter. So... Is this safe? Is this a safe corner I'm peeking around? Oh, I don't think it's going to be a safe corner if it's doing a little cutscene thing. Well, we got some more bullets. Let's see how safe this may or may not be. So, I need to get in the habit of talking about other things. And although it's a few days away, or a few days ago now at this point, it did cross my mind that I could have absolutely talked about some of the announcements. And I don't just mean, the Nintendo Direct. One of the games that I really enjoy, it's not one of my all-time favorites, but I just had a lot of time for it, was Salt and Sanctuary. The game spooks me out a little bit. I forgot that this is a ghosty woman section. I don't know where she is, though, and this is a tiny-ass space to try and avoid her. I wish you could swap shoulders. I wish there was an easy way to swap shoulders. There might actually be, and I just can't remember it, but... for some reason, I remember there being a way to swap shoulders in this game, and it's just not coming to me. No, that's not it.
Damn, it's that thing again.
There's a quick turn in this game as well. I can't remember what that is. But the idea of this section is just kind of hiding away and waiting. It's the idea of that you're in a very enclosed space right now. Of all the times for it to show up. But yeah, Salt and Sanctuary, its sequel comes out in May. I am so ready for it. It looks very different to the first game. But to be honest, I'm all for it. Because I think it's the devs' way of trying to move from... the biggest criticism the first game got. A lot of people just called it 2D Dark Souls, which I think was kind of unfair because, Dark Souls is just a 3D Metroidvania, so a 2D Dark Souls... Look, you've just gone full circle. It's a 2D Metroidvania, for goodness sake, You can't keep on linking everything back to Dark Souls, but from what I can see, they're trying to kind of differentiate and move away from that as much as they can, and their way of handling that is, well, changing the ball a little bit. It's still a 2D game, still got the same art style, looks like it still has the same kind of combat and gameplay, just with like some extra bells and whistles. Like now there's like ranged weapons you can get. But I think it's super exciting because it looks so different to what we're used to. Oh, nice, an axe. And so I will be getting it. I don't know. Obviously, it's in May, so it's a few months out yet. Anything could happen. I don't know if I'll live stream it when it comes out, because there's some games that are still going to be personal to me one way or another. Yeah, I know, like, I'm going to be live streaming at least the first stream of Elden Ring, but that's different because I have no idea what I'm getting into. But this is a sequel to a game I really hold close to my heart, and so I at least at first, I'll probably live stream it eventually, but it'll probably be once I know what I'm doing. It won't be blind. But that's not until May, so I'm not that fussed. I do want to do a fighting game stream at some point. I'm no fighting game master by any stretch of the imagination, but I do really enjoy Guilty Gear Strive. I am super excited to be able to go play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax again, even if it doesn't have rollback. Like I'll absolutely happily do some like arcade streams. When Sonic Origins comes out, I'm telling you right now, there will be like a game night where I go through the whole trilogy or something. Like, there's a lot of little things like that where it makes the idea of continuing live streaming super exciting for me, because I sit there and go, oh, I could play this, oh, I could talk about this, oh, this could happen, you know? But the Nintendo Direct, although I don't own a Switch, and I will eventually, I'm still kind of, as much as it feels like a myth that will never get answered, I'm still kind of half holding out to see if any kind of like enhanced or powered up or pro version of the Switch ever happens first. And like then I'll make my choice from there. But there were some things that I thought was really cool, and I'll start with the thing that I was actually super critical on up until the trailer continued and I went, oh no, actually this is great. Well, what, just wasted my knife? Oh, come on. Not my axe. I didn't even realise you were there. Oh well. And that was Mario Kart 8 getting new DLC. When they announced it, I think everyone kind of was in the same boat of, oh, for goodness sake, more DLC. Oh yeah, this is the optional scene I was looking for when you go down this way.
Those things will kill her if I don't do something.
Don't... Oh, you're coming straight for me. Hang on. There's something coming from behind me? It sounded like there's something behind me. No. It really sounded like it for a minute. Oh, here comes trouble. Now we get out the shotgun. I know I didn't want to waste bullets, but this is for a quest. How did... Excuse me? Oh, just... I could probably knife you. Take a bottle. Well, it was for a quest. We'll get rewards out of it. It'll be fine. I hope.
Be more careful with these things.
Oh, I've got 4 bottles still, so we're good. Yeah, I'll use the big kit. Don't... I know we just kind of undid all our work, but where did that woman hide into? Was it in here? I didn't actually see where she ran to. Oh, right. Probably this. Actually, we could probably just sneak up on you. What am I doing? I was like, oh, I need to worry about ammo. But, no, this one is on a tear up, so I could just do this. If that first one hadn't spotted us, I probably could have snuck up on all of them one way or another. Oh, well.
It's okay, I took care of them. Please open the door. I need to ask you a few questions.
You did not open the door. Let's not pretend. That was just the game code.
Thank you.
But you see that she's got rewards in here, so it is worth doing.
For sure.
It's okay. Calm down.
But yeah, Mario Kart 8, to actually get back on topic and stick to a topic for longer than 5 seconds. When they first showed off that trailer, they were like remastered tracks, and it's like they're not like doing just a graphical overhaul and the tracks are already there, are they? Please tell me it's actual DLC. Like I was super like, oh god, Nintendo, please just make Mario Kart 9. But then they went, it's going to be 48 tracks over the course of like the next 18 months. And it's like 25 quid for them. And I was like, that's actually amazing. Like, it's 48 new tracks for less than it is to buy a character in the mobile phone Mario Kart game. Tour, I think it's called. Like, that's amazing, you know? I was just like, oh, but that's actually a really badass deal. Because there's a lot of people, like, I know, although I don't really play Mario Kart that much, I played a lot of Mario Kart Wii, so Coconut Mall coming out, I'm like, yeah, give me. Choco Mountain from N64 would be pretty cool.
I'm looking for my dog.
I can't remember what the other ones I saw, but all the ones I did see, I do remember going, oh, they look kind of neat. And I'm curious to see what ones they bring back later on in the collection. Because I feel like they're going to save, like, the most hyped or excited for tracks for the last batch. Like, I'm expecting, like, the last batch to be, like, every single other Rainbow Road that's yet to be returned to 8, you know? Because there's already a few. Like, there's the original Rainbow Road, there's, I want to say 64, and then there's obviously the new one, which isn't that great in my opinion. I think the new one, at least from what I've seen, isn't hot. But if they added, like, Double Dash, more Double Dash tracks, or just some more Wii tracks, like I said, I really like Mario Kart Wii. We'll be good. We'll be golden. It'll be one of those things, when I eventually do get a Switch, Mario Kart 8 will be right on the top of the list.
What can you tell me about those things out there?
Because it's just a fun racer. There are other racing games that I do like, and some I actually like more. Like, I've gone on a record of saying that I love Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I genuinely prefer it over Mario Kart. But All-Stars Racing Transformed has kind of... I doubt it's getting a re-release or remaster or anything of the like anytime soon, unfortunately. I'd love for it to do so, but I have to be realistic. It's unlikely.
What's causing them to change like this?
I don't know anything. I can't help you, mister.
I'm gonna try to figure this out. Stay in here and keep the doors locked. It's not safe out there.
Cheer.
I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. But thanks for saving me. You need anything from the house? Go ahead and help yourself.
Oh, will do, lady. I was gonna say, that's not a new gun. That's just bullets. See, I told you it'd be worth it. We get a couple bullets. This is it, unfortunately, it seems like. There's not much else here, but how many... One smoke dart. What else did we pick up? That can't be it, right? I'm sure we picked up something else in there. Or did we just get up a lot of gunpowder? 12 gunpowder. Okay, I won't use that now. I'll wait. It will come back later. But an explosive bolt would be nice. I'm alright with the syringes for now. If I can get some more actual harpoon bolts, that'd be nice as well. But anyway, that's the last of this section. So now we can actually move on to the plot. I'm gonna...
I could do more for her. But finding Lily is the best thing for everyone here.
Yeah, that's right, Sebastian. Because that fuck is sitting there. I'm going to lean towards here to use the bench on the other side. Actually, let's go get that statue. Can you see it? It's under the pit stop sign. And they're... Okay, let's be quick about this. Before the whole neighborhood sees us. Yeah, let's go. Something just... Did you hear that? Someone just threw something at us. I'm gonna get hit probably, so I'm out of stamina. I was trying to be like kind of tappy with it. Oh Jesus, yeah, okay, you guys enjoy that. They'll de-aggro in a minute. Let's just get a move on. So we can use this crafting bench and see what we can make something whilst the gunpowder's not as expensive. Because although it's a little off yet, there's a section coming up where having low ammo like we do right now will be a death sentence. So if I can try and get around it just a little bit right now, it'd be nice. Let's see, what would be wise? As a Mondo passes us by. And yes, I am keeping that as a name. I don't care if we're not playing Danganronpa. All motorbikes are now called Mondos. Do you understand? That'll do. I think the explosive bolts will be our lifeline. Actually, before I vanish too much, can I upgrade the explosive bolts? Yes, I can. Oh, yes, I super can. Can't really get any further, but yeah, I'll take that. And we'll go, you spend that key, and then plot. Yeah, I know, it's been like hours, but yes, plot. Plot is a thing that we will do. Xenoblade Chronicles 3
always a pleasure to see you.
Is really cool. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 I'm super down for and excited for. I haven't actually played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'll like, that's like a full disclosure. I'd never, because I also, once again, don't own a Switch, never got around the 2, and also I also wasn't too fussed, because every time I looked at footage for it, I was like, it's alright. But 3 looks a lot cool, a lot better, at least to me. Let's say, as someone who liked the first game a whole bunch, but never actually played 2, every time I looked at 2, I was kind of like, like, it didn't pull me in the trailers the way the first game did. And so I loved the first game. I thought Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was fantastic. Where is it? There was... Move faster and crouch. There it is. And I will get less noise. I will try and go all stealth because I'm letting it... 2 red gels for that? Oh, that's mean. 2 for that as well? Ugh. If I can get 150% crawling speed, will be golden. I'll feel a lot more comfortable with some sections of the game. So you still can't really see it right now, it's only a 20% difference, but it'll build up. Whoop. And before I carry on talking, I hope you guys were all liked the Oh wow, did these guys die from the fire they threw? The idiots! They just run into the fire they threw, that's brilliant. Thanks, let's see how many of them are actually around when we look back over here. Did they all die? What's under this car? It'd be real nice if they did, because I want to at least check that car way off on the other end, in case there's something hidden in it. Like, okay, not all of them, there's a couple lingering around. Well, I can't really go wide either. There's something cutting off there. There's something else I like with this game. They put a big threat in the middle of the road, and it's an open-ish environment, so your first thought is, well, I can just swerve it, right? No, they scatter things around here, there, and everywhere to try and make it so you have to kind of fight or flight a little bit. You can't just swerve everything so easily. Like, I mean, I'm still gonna swerve it. It's just you have to be a little bit more conscious about it, is what I mean. Like, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to go around, and the game just lets you. You have to actually think about it a little bit more. Oh, this is right here. I might go get that. Assuming it's not a trap. That's 10 gunpowder. Yeah, that's more than worth it. Let's nab that. And, yeah, I... in the write-up for Danganronpa V3's Chapter 2, it was not my intention to hang out with Mew as much as I did. It was just every single, like, hangout event I did with her ended with something being left. I was like, what was that about? Oh, and I'm waiting to check it out. Like, the first one is that I just thought it was kind of charming, and I thought, you know what, why not? I'll hang out with her again. But then she was like, I've got a secret to tell you. But then the social link ends. I was like, well, what's the secret? And I know they're not called social links, but can you blame me, my brain for going there? It's basically social links. So it's like, I was like, well, what's the secret? So I had to hang out with her again. But then when she revealed a secret that, like, she'd been in an accident when she was younger and, like, was put into a coma sort of thing and had to have, like, emergency life or death surgery to save her soul. She then talks about how she's not, like, relevant or, like, barely a human because of it, because she only found her interest in inventing afterwards, and she always thought that was kind of weird that she didn't take an interest in any of that stuff until after she was operated on. She just, let's say, came to the conclusion that she must have been a weirdo. And so when we, like, kind of confirmed to her and like, no, you're not a weirdo, she takes it weird and runs off. So then I was curious about why she took it weird. And it just ended up leading to a thing. It's like, now I only need to hang out with her one more time to wrap up her link. So it's like, when I eventually, like, do chapter 3, tell you right now, I almost definitely will. And then afterwards, I'm going to be probably... We'll see how we go, because I want to spend some time with Samugi as well. But I'll probably hang out with Kaito a bit more, because he's been such a bro.
Lily?
And I don't want to fall into the trap I felt I did in the last game, where I only really hung out with the girls and the girls alone. When some of the blokes are cool and interesting. And it was the same thing with the last game. If I had more free time events in Dangan 2, I would have hung out with Fuyuhiko and Gundam more. More so Gundam. Like, Fuyuhiko's I think is a fantastic character. I really turned around. But I was curious to how Gundam fought and why he was the way he was. So I would have hung out with him more, but then, you know, that didn't work out.
Lily, it's okay.
And to be fair, just like the first game, when I was going through like the island mode and actually doing all the hangouts with all the characters, just like the first game, a lot of stuff gets foreshadowed.
How do I get in there?
Like, a lot of stuff with their character gets foreshadowed pretty hard. Like, if you hang out with Not Byakuya, he almost completely gives away he's an imposter by his last link. And I'm like, wow, it's a good thing that I don't do the, I go back and do the events in between. Because I would have probably spoiled for myself that twist before it happened. But anyway, we're actually on the main plot now. We are looking for Lily, and it's led us here.
She's been here.
Oh, something was after her.
Lily.
Someone is after her. Dun dun dun.
Someone is chasing her. I should check out around back. See where that window comes out.
Hang on, just give me 1 second. Right. Back to it, let's go. She probably escaped from through there, for being honest. But now we can actually unlock this door and go through the other way, where we'll be perfectly fine and nothing bad will happen whatsoever. Except for creepy imagery. Yeah, because I think... Yeah, yes, but you have to come out and investigate, and you have to, like, yeah, she hopped up for that and got over here and ran off further. Something's weird.
Huh? What the... Another signal. Good. I'm coming, sweetheart. Just hang in there.
Where are you?
Alright, let's get over there. Actually, what? I wish when you press lock onto it, it locks on it with this and not just the number. Oh, new enemy time. I forgot about these guys. Can you see them? Look at this thing. Look at these things. Miss. Alright, let's not hang around. They don't have too much health if you can get on them, but they're Riley. And they will mess you up. Wrong button. On Nightmare, these guys are almost not worth dealing with at all, but just for the sake of showing them off. Yeah, these guys are almost definitely not worth dealing with. If I die here, I'm going to be running on the next checkpoint. Please tell me I got both of them. No. I'm going to accept the death because I've wasted way too much ammo here. I'd rather just try and avoid them. Come on. Oh, for goodness sake. Come on. Thank you. Oh! Yeah. But I think that was the wise choice. But yeah, that enemy is interesting to try and deal with. And with the ammo issues we're going to be having throughout most of this game anyway, due to being on hard, the fight or flight system, flight is your best choice. Flight is very often your best choice, so I'm just going to try and, yeah, book it this time. To be fair, we could probably go back into the pit stop and, like, hide out until they de-aggro. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about, fucking Klonoa. Klonoa, for like the first time in like a decade, actually coming back. And I'm super excited for that, because I never got the Wii remake of the first game, but I had the PS1 original, the first two. And I genuinely love them. I love the fact that platforming games are making a comeback slowly but surely this year. Like, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake is going to be this year, maybe. Klonoa is this year. Kirby is like next month. Like, there's a lot of like 3D-esque or 2.5D platformers that are this year, and I'm like, I'm so happy platformers are on the rise again, because it reminds me of being like 6 or 7, where there was a whole bunch of like different mascot platformers, you know, and all of them were super good and really fun. Yeah, not all of them were made equal, but they were still fun. And it's like seeing that make a comeback. Listen, my biggest one is SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. I cannot wait for that. But I'm gonna play Klonoa absolutely when that comes out. Oh, you're right there. Can I like swivel around all this? I doubt I can. I think this is like boundary. Yeah, this is boundary rocks. This is... No, you've got to deal with something eventually, Robert. Well, I'll try and see if I can be a little bit sneaky and get around this. Actually, I have a bottle. I can just like... No. If I throw that there, it will go over. I need to throw it further. I need to be like there. That didn't work. That didn't work. Run. De-aggro. De-aggro. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. You see me. You see me. Okay. Forget I exist. Forget I exist. Forget I exist. Or at least give me a second to get my stamina back by playing Ring Around the Rosie. I could do this all day, you weird dog thing. I've got my stamina back. De-aggro, go away. I don't exist. I don't think you can stealth kill those things. You might be able to, but I honestly don't think you can. Yeah, no, I'm not going to try it. Maybe later on there'll be an opportunity to try it, but I'm not going to risk my neck right this second. But yeah, that's a way to deal with that section, I suppose. Where was it again? Because, you know, I died, so I lost my map marker. Okay, it's literally like that house. Literally this hut somewhere, or around it. We'll check inside first, because of course we will. Hello? Or there's stuff in here, so it was a worthy visit even if it's wrong. Oh, this was super worth the visit. Holy hell. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It's all gone all cold and ghostly again. This wasn't worth it at all. I made the worst choice. Uh-oh. 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 Go away. There's literally nowhere for me to hide. And it's a ghost, so bullets won't do anything. I've more just got the gun for my comfort. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're good. She left.
Let's try this again.
Oh, I can't go back in. So that was get your shit and go. That was literally get your shit and go. You see how many little moments we're still discovering, even though I'm trying to do the main plot now? That's kind of what I mean. Like, there's a lot in this game that makes it so fun and so good. Like, this is how, if you're gonna do, like, a non-linear horror, this is how you do it. You litter it to the brim with moments. And then the moments stick with you. Make it so people just stumble into stuff. Because you might not find absolutely everything on your first run, but you're gonna, like, find things you didn't realize
Blood.
when you return to later runs. Really locked yourself in, huh? Yeah, I did for a minute. It's alright. Spooky ghost went away at least. I hope you, I don't know if you got a chance to watch it yet, but I hope you, didn't mind the, V3 chapter recap I did on chapter 2. I hang out with Mew probably way too much in the free times, but it was just because I kept on, all of her reports kept on ending with, like, cliffhangers or things just being a bit weird, so I kept on going, oh, fine, I'll see where this goes, and I'll hang out with her again, and then something else would happen. But it was a really fun case. I won't spoil it now, even though I imagine you already know what it is. But I won't spoil my thoughts too much now. But as a whole, I really did enjoy Case 2. I guess it's a running trend that Case 2s always tend to be quite strong. Which makes me nervous when I eventually do Case 3, because, you know, the trend of Case 3s. I'm expecting 2 people to die, and at least one of them to be one that really didn't deserve it. If one of them's Kokichi, maybe it'll balance out. If one of them gets killed as Kokichi, it'll balance out a little bit, because he's annoying me. Especially after that Gonta bug meet and greet fiasco that he did in Case 2. That really kind of turned me off, like, even, like, liking to dislike. Like, he wasn't even fun to hate. I was like, oh, this guy's just annoying. And he'll probably be a killer that doesn't make any sense when you think outside of the box. I say that, as much as I know people really hate Dangan 2's Case 3, I will at least defend it, because, like, once I beat the game, it was only after the stream I kind of registered it. The virus that seemingly made no sense whatsoever actually makes perfect sense when you consider it's an actual computer virus, and they're all in their headspace machine, and not a actual disease that was somehow making all of their emotions change. Like, it makes more sense, I felt. It still was a bit annoying that Ibuki had to die, but it is what it is. Anyway, Lily runs off into this warehouse, which is the sole reason why I didn't bother exploring it last stream, because I knew we'd be coming back here. There was something glowing here. God dang it. Shame there's no, like, detective mode so I can see what was glowing again. It's only during those weird plot sections, unless I could do it with this. No? Okay, never mind. Let's go have a look. But now we have to actually tackle this section. Let's see if I can get more closer to this. Only the one, but oh well. Using like a red barrel, eh? This is like the ultimate cliche of anything. Just have the red barrel to make it explode when you shoot it. So I was hoping I could get him near it as well, which is why I threw the bottle, but I didn't realise he'd already walked away. But I am still really enjoying V3. I think the executions need to calm it down. with Kaede and the second culprit, like it was kind of reaching a point where I was kind of sitting there like, I wish they'd kind of like, I kind of missed the first game almost, where the first game, like, they were cruel, but they were manageable. Whilst in like the second game, a lot of them were far more cartoony, so they weren't even like that bad to take seriously. The only one that was kind of rough when you think about it was Meekin's, but that's because of subtext. And even then, you could read it in a completely different way to how I read it, so it really didn't matter that much. But in this one, it's like, it's been brutal torture to brutaler torturer, and it's just like, leave these people alone, just kill them and call it a day if you're gonna kill them. Don't keep on doing this. Like, there's some really like vindictive and like vicious executions in the third game, and it makes me nervous when I do like the third, like fourth onwards case, just how bad they could eventually get. I'm trying to think what else was there on the direct that I was like super happy about. Because Sultan Sanctuary getting a sequel, that wasn't on the direct, that was just announced around the same time. Mario Kart 8 I was super happy about. Klonoa I'm super goddamn happy about. I didn't realise you just saw me. Please don't. Oh, you did actually see me. Okay, let's leave for a second. So I want to clear out this area before I start worrying about the actual warehouse and puzzles. So if I can deal with these guys, it'd be nice. Oh, you're coming back. I was hoping to ring around the Rosie and stealth kill a little there. And I think there's another statue in this warehouse. I don't know why that I remember that, but I think there's a statue in this like warehouse courtyard space. I couldn't tell you where. It's just something that I have a weird memory of being in this zone for a really long time. And I can only assume, or I can only think it's because there was a statue around here or something. Or something along that line, and I just spent a while trying to figure out how to get to it. Because so much of this area is fenced off. You have to kind of navigate and find your way around and everything else. Yeah, if you want to come down, maybe don't come straight at me, but if you want to come down. Oh, you came here super quick. I thought I had a little bit more time than that. Come on. Oh, come on, he knows. He knows. He knows the game plan. He's like, no, 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 I saw what you did. Do you think it's because he's still technically aggroed on me as I go around the corner? So it's like his aggro AI path is what's forcing him to turn around. No, climb the truck, Seb. Let's see what he actually does when I'm above him and see if we can get the drop. Fuck it, going for it. Got him. Oh yeah, I like that Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound are coming to the Switch. I don't know what the Switch store's called. Is it just like the Switch store, like the Wii shop? Or like the Switch shop, the Nintendo online shop? But it's coming to that as well, which is pretty nice. Still no Mother 3, but I think that dream's got to be given up on. I know the producer talked about wanting to find a way to get it on, but what a lot of people don't notice is that game, some of the material of Mother 3 is the reason why it hasn't been localized. I think it's the nicest way to put it. There's a lot of material about that game that when you look back on it, you sit and you go, oh yeah, a kid goes on a mushroom trip. That's going to be a weird one to talk about. Oh yeah, the superpowered individuals that are like the viewers of Fates are like very blatantly transgendered folk that have all got super big beards and tell you they're women, and it's like, it's kind of insensitive. It's like there's a lot of things like that you sit there and you go, oh, yeah, in nowadays that'd be a kind of hard push. But the producer, at least from what I could tell, was talking about how he would be prepared and down to change some things to try and make it more approachable in a modern world. I think I actually need to get in there. It's why I'm kind of lingering and talking as I think. But it'd just be nice. The fan translation exists, so it's not like you're completely out of options if you want to play Mother 3. And I think it is one of those games you need to... God damn it. You need to give a go at least once to kind of see what it's like. Where is she? I just wanted to get the loot here, for goodness sake. Where is she? Sounds like she's to my right. Can't get this yet either, so let's try and, like... Let's try and get far enough away that she will de-aggro, and then we'll turn back. There we go. But it is worth playing at least once. Its story is fantastic, and if you hadn't guessed by now, I doubt I need to talk about it anymore at this point. After, yeah, so you're absolutely going to wake up. I could have told you that. Seb, please. I just lost complete control to move him then. I'm just going to go around. I don't want to deal with them. I got to be more conservative of ammo. I've been too wasteful. Anything interesting here? Oh no, we actually looted you already. Never mind. Get me back in here. But yeah, like I said, I know I keep going off topic, but it's hard multitasking. I'm still adjusting to talking and playing and being able to focus on both equally. So you have to like give me some breathing room in figuring this out. But yeah, Mother 3. I doubt I have to tell you guys anymore how empathetic I can be to fictional characters after how that one Dangan stream went. Which, when I listened back to it afterwards, like I feel like I got my words across well enough, but it was still a little bit like, oh wow, I really cried a lot during that, didn't I? The thing is that my mother dearest actually saw it, and like, it's like she was like, you were bullied, and I was like, that's not important, Mum. Shush. But yeah, it was... Yeah, we can't get in this yet, and when you hit it, it makes a noise, so we need to activate that generator.
Maybe that wire leads to a power source or something.
Yeah, and that's why we need to get it. I just wanted to activate that plot bit. Now let's actually get out of here before we get slashed to death. I could try and lure some enemies. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. Oi, you two. You'll see if I can lure them over to that fire pit and then burn them to death. Oh, I need to actually let you guys... Oh, no, you can find your own way out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here, boy. Yeah, you come in too. Oh, jeez. Now we just need to keep out of their way until they burn alive. They didn't burn alive. God damn it. Ow! Well, they probably don't have much left. You have an axe, that's problematic. Yeah, okay, yeah, you don't have much left in the way of health. Am I free? Did the other one... Oh yeah, the other one actually did. I'm guessing that one's because he joined the fire late. It didn't quite do enough. There we go, we're all cleared up. I know there's another enemy running around, but we can at least get to where we need to go, which is this generator. Yeah. I honestly can't remember where the statue is. I'm pretty sure there's one around here, but it's eluding me right now. But Mother 3 will absolutely make you cry. The end of Chapter 1 of Mother 3 and the ending of the game, both of them are really strong tearjerkers. That will kind of sit with you for a little bit after you've, like, first experienced it. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't done it yourself. It's a Game Boy Advance game, so don't expect it to have, like, top-tier voice acting and all that stuff. It doesn't. It's all text dialogue. But it's the story it tells that makes it so impactful. And once you play the fan translation, you'll understand why the fans of it really want an official localization of it, just so more people can play it. So you can find out why people why people wanted it so badly, to have it be somewhat more available, so more people can find out what makes it so good. And the gameplay's fun as well. The idea of it's a turn-based RPG, but if you keep on pressing the A button in beat of the music, you can like rack up more combo damage. It was just a nice little fun mechanic and system in place that just kept things more interesting.
Came from upstairs.
Oh yeah, new tutorial that's been added. You can kick explosive barrels or kick over drums instead of just shooting them. So if you want to make like an oil spillage, you can kick them over to make the burning to try and cover more range. So if I do this, yeah, see, it starts opening out. So now we've got a ready to go fire pit there. Oh right, let's try and get over this.
She probably crawled through here. Gotta get through.
Go on, Seb. Put your back into it. There we go. I've been planning to play for a while now, but I haven't really found the time to. That's fair enough. It is an RPG after all. It's not like an afternoon and you're done. You have to actually commit some time to it. I mean, I played it. The thing is, when I played it, obviously because it was a fan translation, it was an emulator running off my phone that I played it off. And it was like, oh, I must have been like 13? Like 13 or 14 when I actually gave it a go. And it was like, I played it for a little bit. I was like, it's alright. I don't know if I'll keep on playing much of it. I don't know if I'll play too much Mother 3. And then the next day I was like, I'll play a little bit more though. Give it a fair chance. I was absorbed. Like the moment you reach the end of chapter 1, it's like, that's the turning point. You're in it for the long haul after that. It's like you hit that one moment, and at the end of chapter 1, you're either on board or you're not, you know? That's definitely made a racket, so you definitely heard that. No? I thought that's what that was about. They made the racket so we heard it. Oh no, it's that they run off. Okay, no, they're trying to spook you again. But then there's a few games like that, where it's like, when I first play it, I'm really not 100% on board with it. And I just keep on saying, I'll give it a little bit more time. I'll give it that. And eventually, it's like this one critical moment. And I completely U-turn my thoughts. Oh, you've got an axe, well, we can just trade. Thank you. Like, what else was another one? Star Ocean is yet to do that for me. Like, I've got, when the new Star Ocean was announced, I brought a couple of the old ones, and I've been toying with it a little bit, but I keep on, like, getting distracted and playing other things. But I like what I'm playing, it's just yet to have that, like, perfect moment that absorbs me in completely. Despite being a major Final Fantasy fan, so being more patient than others with it, Final Fantasy VIII was a good example of that. I don't like 8. Well, didn't like 8. I like it nowadays, but I really didn't like it when I first played it. And it wasn't until, like, I went back to it like a year ago now and actually committed to it and got past the parts where I kind of stopped playing originally that I finally kind of saw it for what it was and appreciated it a lot better. I would say Final Fantasy 13 as well, but I know that's an uphill struggle to try and defend that game. And even I, as much as there are things about it I do genuinely like, anytime someone says this is really bad, I go, yeah, it is. Like, 13.1 is rough. It is really rough. The plot is kind of questionable. The character development goes all over the place. The music's nice, but that's not saying much. The graphics are nice, that's not saying much. The gameplay, alright idea, trying to keep it moving, but holy hell was it roughly executed in 13.1. It's a lot better in 13.2. And the locations was literally just corridor simulator to a T. Nothing was interesting about the environments. The only reason I defend it and enjoy any of it is because I think chapter 10? Chapter 10 or 11? Wherever chapter it is where you get access to the actual, like, open space, you know, that late in the game, I thought was really fun. I thought that was alone is what saved it. But there's no way on this God's green earth you're going to convince someone to play through, like, 20 to 30 hours of an RPG, depending on how much grinding they do, just to get to the good bit. You know? It's why I'm glad 13.2 exists, because 13.2 is great from the start, and it's a really fun game. Anyway, infrastructure report. 301, seismic trigger events this afternoon. System checkup revealed disengagement of core. Sent recovery team for preliminary scouts. Report filed to Mobius HQ shortly before outside contact lost. 432, core tracking unsuccessful. Minor temporal displacement, but no major structural damage. Citizenry beginning to make call center inquiries. 603, core still offline. Minor fissures forming in City Hall area. Citizenry remaining calm, but unease is growing. Losing atmospheric control. Temperature drops to double digits. 11 PM, another seismic trigger. City Hall fissure becoming critical. Separation imminent if core isn't restored. Mobius Alpha team has arrived to aid in core search. So yeah, Lily straight up went missing and everything went to shit. There's a bench here. I might try and make some stuff. Give me the bolts. So I'm mostly at this point building up resources for later. I'll give myself one sniper bullet. I'll just have to actually try and make it count later. Do 3 of you, and then so I can give myself a couple more bullets there. That'll do. I think that's the other thing I really like as well with this game, going back on topic to the game we're playing. When movies open up exploring and whatnot, you run out of bullets quick. They have a way of making it that, yeah, they want you to explore, but they find a middle ground in making sure you actually get on with the plot as well, by giving you more bullets when you do the plot.
Another doll.
So you will, like, build up when you actually do it. Your reward for being able to do, the main plot is more resources to help you tackle the side things, but they give you just enough resources that you can tackle most, if not all, the side things in one go. It's just life will be a little bit more awkward or difficult for you when you get there. Like with us near the end of live stream, where we were super low on resources and having to play the fight or flight game far more often than needed. Yeah, and at this point, you can. It's that weird artista dude with the camera that was tracking her down, because of course it was. He gave up really quickly, which means he didn't give up at all, because why would he? That's not how this works. There it is. Doesn't make any sense how he got there, but it's a fictional reality, so he can do what he wants.
And the son of a bitch has my little girl. I was so close. Damn it.
Yeah, but now we have our objective, Sebastian. We just need to... We need to find him.
No more signals coming into this communicator. I need to find another way. O'Neill. Not sure I can trust him, but he wants out of here as bad as I want to find Lily.
Alright, let's get back to O'Neill.
O'Neill, it's Sebastian. Can you hear me?
Sebastian? Is that you? You're breaking up.
Shit. Not now. Maybe it'll work better outside.
Alright, time to... Now after spooky section, get out on your own and survive. I'm trying to think, was there anything else on the... like the Nintendo Direct that really like interested me? Like, I don't think it was a bad Direct. There were some people that was like, why is there no new Smash Bros? In which I think, get over yourself. You guys have been spoiled for way too long. And people saying, oh, why wasn't there new stuff on Breath of the Wild 2? And it's like, that's not coming out till like the end of the year. It's coming out this year. They're not going to have a Direct now. That'll be later. Oh, anytime you hear this music, it almost definitely means the artists around there. There he is. And there is your explanation for why he jump scared her. Because he can just warp when he feels like it. And now the music comes a bit louder. I hope the brightness is okay. Do say if things are a bit too dark. I can turn up the brightness. I'm trying to find a good middle ground between dark enough that you get the intended effect and feel of it, but at the same time dealing with YouTube compression, narrowing everything down. Oh, I thought there was an interaction window here, but no, it's just another member met his end. Randall Fig. Ah, poor Fig. I like the villains in this game. I know, like, we were talking last stream about Ruvik, the main villain of the first game, and how he has a really cool design, was just an interesting villain as a whole.
But where's Lily?
But
Can't let him get away again.
The second game has several villains. Like, this is not the only person we'll be fighting or dealing with. No, you can't stealth kill him. The game doesn't let you. Yeah, the control's out of my hand there. I wish you could have tried and it played like a little thing, but no.
Where is she?
Oh, right, yes, I forgot about this as well. This encounter. Get a high up. Your first priority when dealing with this encounter, no matter what, get up. Try and get past these fucks, try and wiggle your way in, but get off the ground. Because they will get to you, but it will give you a little bit more room to work with. Because you can do things like this. You can manipulate the fact that they have to travel up here. Ow! Just listen in as well. And especially on Nightmare, this section can be brutal. Miss. Let's get a little bit higher up, just give myself more room. Well, I say that, not much room here, but you know what I mean. More breathing, because I have to actually climb up here. Missed. You see how much bullets you have to actually put into these fucking things, though? You see why I didn't want to deal with them earlier? Come on, how many shotgun shells do you need? Alright, that's one dead by the sounds of it. There we go. Now we're done. You have to actually deal with them. You can't just,
Shit, lost him again. Hope I can reach O'Neill.
You can't just run away. You have to actually deal with that encounter, which is why high ground is important.
O'Neill.
It's another section which I think is would be evil if I ever tried to do Akuma mode. The whole you can't get hit once or you die mode.
But I know who has her, and he's got powers like nothing else in here. But I lost him.
I think I can help you out with that. I picked up a frequency I've never seen before.
But O'Neill is going to give us our idea where to go next.
Where's that?
Look up. Do you see a building with a big clock tower?
Yeah.
That's it.
How in the hell am I supposed to get up there?
It's a bit complex. Come back here, I can explain.
Right. I'm on my way.
I'm still trying to think. I think that kind of shows though, like, it's like, so Breath of the Wild 2 was never going to be shown off because it's too early. The games are coming out to like the end of the year. And it's the game saying, hey, because you've advanced the plot, there's new enemies around. Including more of the dog things. And those things. So this is why you try and do all the side stuff before the O'Neill stuff, because it gets a lot more awkward to try and survive here now. Well, let's actually loot, because we did kill a few things. I mean, so we have the axe, so it's not the end of the world if we need to get out of here. I did see this when we was on our way past, so I do want to double check it and see if there's anything of interest. More gunpowder. Oh, these, right. Another collectible. There's like 6 or 7 of these throughout the game. Actually, the game will probably tell us when I click on it. No? Okay. All of them are references to other Bethesda produced work. So there's a Wolfenstein thing, there's a Doom thing you can find here. There's an Elder Scrolls thing. You know what I mean? There's a Fallout thing. That you can find a bit of everything. That, yeah, this game, 100%ing it does become a bit of a guide game, but most of it's worth it. Most of the collectibles result in something that is interesting. Like, the keys speak for themselves, because you get something out of every single key you find. The logs, I think, are only for a trophy or achievement, so that's a little bit less worthy. But the collectibles all have, like, their own unique sound effects and little music notes you can get, and you can check them out in, like, the hub space. Doing the side quest gets you new guns and new tools or upgrade pieces. Like, there's a lot of stuff that is, as a rule, genuinely worth it. O'Neill's down here, right? I am heading the right direction. Yeah, okay. I had to like try and remember my compass points for a second there. And to be fair, I think from where we are, it's a relatively straight shot without having to deal with too much of the new enemies. Like, there's always definitely going to be something around this corner, though, just of it being a complete straight shot. No? Okay. I will nab you, though. I mean, I might as well. And I can hear there's something nearby, so... Oh, I'm full on these. It doesn't matter. Is it on the roof, then? It sounds super close. I can hear it, like, rattling in my ear. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's go. I think it would have been interesting if they put an enemy, like, here or something. I know that might be a bit sadistic, but to have an enemy right there and make you go, oh, well, now what are you going to do? You know? Let's talk to O'Neill again. There is an Easter egg. I probably won't, like, go do it later, but I'll at least talk about it. There's a point much later in the game where it's like this first zone is about to get locked off, and it's like the point of no return. And it's like at the last possible instance, if you then turn around, come all the way back here and talk to O'Neill, you get like this little secret cutscene where Sebastian tries to convince him to come along with him, and he refuses to leave. And O'Neill goes, no, there's no way I'm going out there. There's too much evil out there. And Sebastian goes, yeah, but you don't understand, O'Neill. There's evil within, too. And then it just stops for a second. Like, it just pauses on it for a moment. Like the game goes, ah. Like, this game is kind of like the moody, dark horror. But the kooky, campy, charming side of it is present. You just have to look for it a little bit more. The only reason I'm bringing it up because I'll probably I probably will go past it by accident. I don't know where the exact point, because the game doesn't really make it obvious where the point of no return for this first zone is. It's just you eventually enter a chapter and it's like, oh, you can't go back now. But O'Neill's going to tell us about the Marrow, which we've already actually been to. It's where we got our shotgun. And I said there was another one in the safe house on the opposite side of town that we'll be going to later, so I wasn't going to bother with it now. Well, now is that later, so we'll be going there. But make sure you're as prepared as you can be, because there's a point when you're in there where you're basically trapped in a room and you can't leave until all the enemies are dead again, like we just did with the dogs. And one of the enemies is one of the witches I was talking about last time. You know, the things that you can't one-shot under any circumstance, and they do an insane amount of damage if they hurt you. And here's the reason why you couldn't go through it. A lot of it was poisoned off with a gas leak. So if you tried to go in there beforehand, you would only be able to go so far, and then it would stop you.
Thanks for saving the worst for last, O'Neill.
Based on what we've seen so far, I doubt that it's the worst you'll encounter.
You're not helping.
Anything else you need to know before you go?
We got our gas mask. And so we can talk to him again now. And we're on chapter 4. Yeah, we finally finished chapter 3. It only took a lifetime. Let's see what else we can make. Actually, I could probably go, let's go to weapon upgrade first. 2. No, actually, no, it only costs 1, I think. It's telling me I have 2. For a second, I thought, I was like, it costs 2? No. That's 700 weapon parts. Ooh. How much are you? 320. Make the smoke last longer than 5 seconds. Charge up time and range. I'll get range. I suppose I'll get charge up time as well. Oh, I'm low. That'll do. And I can do crafting once I've done some actual life upgrading. Because I think I've got, trying to think where it'd be, where it'd tell us. Where would it... where would it say how much green gel I have? Oh, there we go. 5,250. Yeah, let's go see if we can get something. There's evil within. Yeah. There's another bot. Oh, we're over here. Oh, speaking of campy stuff, the training range is available now, and this is worth doing. I'm going to absolutely spend a minute doing this. This one is like one of my other favourite lines. Yeah, I'm the best around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down, detective.
A chance to test your skills. Step right up and try your luck, detective.
Ammo doesn't matter when you're in here, so don't worry about it.
You'd be insane to pass this up. Steady your hand and put your shooting
If you're
skills
struggling
to
with
work.
this but want to get the
No
best
need to
reward,
worry about ammunition
lower
and
difficulty, turn on aim assist, just clip onto heads. Don't give me this gun. Thank you. Right, let's see how terribly I do. Oh, shooting the rat sucks. Got it. I'm actually showing up and concentrating for this. Fuck. Got it. Hey, it's an enemy from the first game. I didn't do too bad.
You're the best
There it is.
around, detective.
And nothing's ever gonna keep me down.
Shut up, you two. There it is, 50 weapon parts, 1500. I'm surprised I did that well on round 1. Is there a harder course? Yeah, start with 30 seconds and aim for a high score. Normal, shoot to get points. Hourglass appears when you get a high combo, shoot to gain time. X, shooting one will lower your score and eliminate them safely by destroying adjacent targets. Let's try this one. Oh. Yeah, there is harder difficulties. There's a locker key? 10,000 green... I've got to go for some of these. Let's do... We'll do one of these. Which is going to be awkward with just a pistol. Oh, I do remember this. I absolutely remember this. If they're rattling, you shoot the ones that are rattling. You leave everything else. If they're not rattling, try and avoid them. That's the easiest ticket to try and get a good score. I remember spending a lot of time on this, actually. Yeah, and when you get further along, it adds more colours, so things get more awkward. No, not going to give me a good one? Okay, let's see if we can... There we go. And for some reason, there's like, we're getting celebrated every time. Guess if we get rid of that, get some new reds in. There we go. Give me some blacks. There we go. And it gets more awkward as you go. And eventually you have to kind of like accept that you're not getting any further and just go wild with it. $64,000. That wasn't too bad for a first run.
Certainly better than I anticipated, but you can sharpen your skills a bit more.
Thanks, Titania. Yeah, I'll give that one more go before we wrap up. Let's get a feel for it. It's like, yeah, as soon as I looked at this, I was like, oh, right, this. Yeah, and I'll use the non-laser sight gun. Just because I can aim a bit further back. If you've beat the game, there's a chance you'll have the machine gun, depending on what difficulty you have. That turns this into a joke, believe it or not. You'd have to be a little bit wary of some things, but as a whole, it becomes very manageable. Nice. Alright, new colours added. Oh, we're doing much better now. We're a bit more zoomed out, actually. I say that, it's still time for me to fuck it up. Come on. Give me some darker colours, please. God damn it. There we go. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh, and then yellow gets added this far in. There we go, 80,000. That'll do for now. And then later on, when you get things like the machine gun, it becomes a lot more manageable.
I'm sure there's someone out there that will provide that for you.
Hey, we got a locker key and 5,000 green gel. Alright, gallery mode. We won't be able to do very hard right now. Very hard there's a reason why the reward's so good. We won't get the 4,000 points right now. But I will tackle normal and then we'll move on. Because I don't want to spend forever here. Shit. Oh, I missed one. Nice. Alright, what's moving? Oh, Jesus.
Hell yes.
Sebastian, calm down. Alright, that'll do for now. So I might do more later. It can be a nice like pace breaker later on when we come back to it. But let's actually spend what we got, because we got a lot out of that. I need more firepower. Yeah. 30% crit chance. 60% crit chance. Oh. Crits only happen if you hit a weak point, or can happen if you hit a weak point. And it's literally what it says on the tin. It does a hell of a lot more damage. So getting 60% if we can on the handgun will turn our handgun into a little demon.
I see you're in need of my services again.
Hello, Titania. It's Tatiana, it's not Titania. I need to actually say it right. Big U. B. Oh, more gel. Oh, I'm doing alright. 19,000. Alright, let's see what we can get.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I've been neglecting it. I've been neglecting this as well. It's not just that, Tatiana. More treatment from health. That's such a small growth, though. It feels almost not worth it. I would nab you, though. Or you. Attack that would kill you, survive, and regen for minimal. Produce sway, and less kickback would be nice. I will spend a bit in recovery eventually. It's just right now it's kind of like, Alright. Yeah, look at our health bar. It's starting to curve around a bit more. It's a bit nicer. And our stealth speed is a bit quicker as well. It's only 50%, but it makes a difference. Now let's head over to the other safe house. And then when we get there, we'll manual save. Because although the autosave in this game is pretty good, it's a bit of comfort. And there's a little bit more haunting atmosphere in the music because there's more dangerous enemies are lingering around now. I do intend to be streaming as well tomorrow. The only day I will be like an absolute defo take off will probably be the day the next update for Genshin drops, because I just like to, like, Genshin is kind of like my cozy game. Like when I'm just kind of cooling down, I'll just fire it up, like do my dailies or whatnot. Oh, what the hell? There's an enemy in here? Oh, stomp him. Take the kill while we can. Okay, thanks game. So I'll probably like take that day off just so I can enjoy the new update for myself as we go. But other than that, it always depends on my tiredness. Like, there are points where like I wake up in the morning and like a big example, and I took a couple days off anyway because it was the end of it. When I did that 7.5 hour stream at the end of Danganronpa 2, I was exhausted the day afterwards. My throat was not doing too well. Like I wasn't that consistent yet. And so if it just reaches a point where I can't. But I'll try and at least be somewhat consistent. Oh fuck, let's go. Let's not stay. A lot of the enemies in this, as I said, on easy and normal, the enemies in this game really aren't that bad. But on hard, some of them are real problems. The problem is that I genuinely find the game way too easy on normal. The jump in, it feels like there should be like a middle ground between normal and hard. But I don't mind it. I think it's fun to try and figure out on our hard. Anything in here? No. Oh, no, yeah, there is. Okay. Sometimes Seb will just pull out a rock and it'll be nothing of worth. You're alive, but please don't wake up. If I can get you to turn around, I'll just try and sneak around. I say that I could try and double explosive bolt you, but I don't know if that'd be enough. Let's see if we can sneak past. Now don't do anything funky, like U-turn on the spot. We should be good. Even if it turns around, it won't spot us properly. Alright. If you're doing classic mode and you're feeling brave enough,
know what's going on.
This should be your first save. Right now, when you're at this point you're about to enter chapter 4 properly.
Loud and clear. What have you got for me?
The good news is that I located O'Neill, and he was able to get me on the trail to find Lily.
That's great.
I say that on my classic playthrough, I didn't. I saved earlier than this. I think it was before the warehouse with the dogs was my first save. Like I came back here after you check up on the first location Lily is.
He's got Lily. I'm getting ready to head into the Marrow, which you neglected to tell me about.
I'm sorry we didn't have time for a briefing before sending you in, but we didn't think it would be this bad.
It's just as bad as Beacon in here. No, it's worse. My daughter wasn't stuck in Beacon.
Okay, calm down. Maybe I can help you out.
Calm down. The two words that are like the least effective words in the universe. When you tell someone to calm down, it's like, calm down!
He fancies himself as some sort of artist.
That's not much to go on.
Tell me something I don't know. I'm on my way to City Hall. I'll call you later.
Anyway, to the Marrow we go.
So this is the computer O'Neill was talking about. Let's try that password.
As in, this Marrow network is actually like a freeway tunnel. Like this particular one, it will lead you to the next zone, but it also leads to the zone after. Or like to a few other sequences after, so to speak. But there will be a point where this Marrow will get damaged, and when it does, it will block off the route back to this first one. Which I imagine is almost entirely just a loading thing. Whereas like we have to deal with the third zone, it's like, well, no, let's just make it so you can't access the first one anymore, so it can save on loading resources. But if you know when that's about to happen, if you like literally right before it breaks down, come all the way back and talk to O'Neill, you'll get that little "but there's evil within too" scene. And you get another resource stockpile here because there's going to be enemies. And now the game gets to be like more like Evil Within 1 for a bit, 'cause it's going to be a linear sequence with enemies that you have to figure out how to handle. Which will be, I guess, more interesting because on my blind playthrough, I went full stealth mode with it, and I took my time, analysed the movements, found a pattern, and found my way through. Obviously, I can't really do that on the live stream because it won't be interesting if I'm just sitting here watching the enemies for 5 hours, you know? There you go. Light in the reflection. Gunpowder. Oh, okay.
Could this be the whole map of Union?
And now you can see it's kind of split into 3 districts. I don't think... Is this the one we were just in? Like, I'm not sure which district was the one we were just in. It's kind of hard to tell. But you can look at it better on this to get a better idea of things, even if it is super pixelated and low res. Email Union Growth to all concerned from Operative Wraith. With the success of the MU Center recruitment plan, Union's growth is exceeding projections. STEM pod manufacture has been increased. Union expansion has been drafted and is scheduled for rendering. Due to population growth, the Union environment map will be enlarged by 50%. In addition to new residential areas, a farming zone and industrial zone will be added to accommodate job assignments for new citizens. Yeah, all the citizens here literally lived a normal, like, American town. It's like Seb said in the first one, it's like anywhere USA. That's the idea. Oh, that's the operative we picked up. That's... What am I hearing? I thought something was moving around. That's why I kind of backed around the corner a little bit. Oh, it's these turning on. These servers. Alright, Headless. Give me your stuff. I do like how open this game feels as horror. Yeah, it's the biggest reason why I love this game as a whole. Because it feels like if you're going to do a non-linear horror game, this is how you do it. Like, you don't need to go full open world with it. Because I feel like it starts to become harder to make concentrated horror moments the bigger the scope gets. But making it non-linear and just have a lot of little moments here, there, and everywhere is what makes it so appealing to me. It's a shame, and I get it. The first game was rough, and so a lot of people weren't too on board with coming back for the sequel. I 110% get it. But it is a bit of a shame because this game is so good and a lot of people just didn't bother. And I doubt it's going to get the treatment that some other games do. Like, the classic one is Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 2 came out, was infamously rushed, was made with poor management, was thrown together really haphazardly, didn't have a director for 99% of its lifespan, and so was a really rough game. So when Devil May Cry 3 was suddenly about to roll around, not a lot of people brought it. Devil May Cry 3 undersold. But Devil May Cry 3 got a second wind, and throughout the course of its lifespan, grew and grew and grew, to the point where it became the beloved classic it is now. I was hoping I could, like, get him around. Anyway, this is the section I was on about earlier. This section, once you actually start opening that door, it takes a while to open. That door will close, and all of these locked doors, because there's several others, like this one down there as well, this one here, all of them will open and set off an alarm to trigger all the enemies. So I'm actually going to, right now, deal with you, so I don't have to deal with you later. No, I think that was the critical shock kicking in, by the way, that just made him die in one. But it's the same, like, there's a door there they'll open, all of it will open, and there'll be a whole treasure trove of enemies. And not just that, it will also be, one of them will be the witch, the extremely pale in the white gown woman with the knife that does insane damage, can kill you in like 5 seconds. Oh, you moved. There we go. Are there any other enemies just kind of lingering around that I can try and do threat assessment on before we actually trigger the main horde? Oh, we'll have to get that later. That's a log, so we do want to get that. Yeah, it's here. It's in there. And there's 2 more enemies in there. I wish you could stomp. I wish you could stomp right here. But it won't let you. Oh, thanks for the crit. You see why I want to get 60% crit chance? It's such a lifesaver in this game. It kind of breaks the difficulty in 2. Like, there was a couple Let's Players at the time, because, you know, Let's Plays was still a very common thing that everyone did at the time. I say that, I've only recently moved away, so it's not like it's that uncommon, but you get the idea. Called the Seraphim, or Seraphim 17, and I watch a lot of his stuff, because he does pretty good walkthroughs, personally. He can be a little... Like, I know I swear a lot, and he's British as well, so he swears a lot, but he swears a lot. You know, like, he's super, like, vicious with his word choice sometimes, in making a point, because he just doesn't care. Like, he will absolutely, like, just drop what he wants to say and say what he wants to say without a second thought. But he, on his Evil Within 2 guide, he did it no upgrades on hard as well. He didn't do it on classic mode because he didn't see the point, and because classic mode is just hard with an extra step with limited saves and whatnot. But he did it no upgrades, and it was funny because I remember it distinctly. After he finished it with no upgrades, he then did like a free run playthrough with upgrades, and throughout the whole thing he was like, wow, this makes this a hell of a lot easier, that you can crawl twice as fast. Well, like with 50% faster, that you can get 60% this shot's gonna kill you mode if you hit the head. That you can get the bolts upgraded so much that they do like triple damage and set enemies on fire. Like, if you spend some time on the upgrades, you can get some insanely overpowered shit in this game that makes the difficulty far more manageable. But why the game gets so hard later on if you go without upgrades is because they expect you to use them. Oh, I just realized I can get 3 of you, but I don't have any syringes because of that one encounter. I never replaced them when we was at the bench. But I think that's about every single enemy here that we can deal with preemptively. So let's start the chaos. So when this when I can speak, when this door...
Emergency lockdown procedures are currently in effect. Lockdown can be disengaged by tuning to the frequency on your communicator.
Might as well give it a try.
Oh, other way. I flatlined the door there for a second. There we go. And now it's going to take a hot minute, and it's going to set off an alarm. All the doors are going to unlock. Good luck, motherfucker.
Stand by. Recreation area emergency lockdown disengaged.
Yeah.
Please wait while system reboots.
Oh, come on! Really?
Research wing emergency lockdown disengaged. Please wait while system...
Get me in here so I can actually have a... Don't reload! Miss. Alright, let's retreat out of here for a second. I was hoping to try and, like funnel them through the door a little bit, but it didn't go well. Reload. I don't want to waste my axe just yet. That's why I'm kind of holding off. I want to save my axe for the woman when she gets here. Get out of here. Hey look, bomb on the wall. Thank you. Right. Do I have anything else I could really use? I can't make another explosive bolt. I don't have the nails for it. The shock bolt could be alright. I'll try that. They can't jump up here from behind, can they? No. Okay, so they do need to actually find the stairs.
Security annex emergency Lockdown disengaged. Please wait while system reboots.
You. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a door you could interact with. Are you up here yet? Oh, there we go. This is kind of the tunneling you want to get. Oh, she's there. Oh, God. Ow, fuck. Fuck, get out of here, get out of here. Retreat! Oh. God, seriously.
Need to conserve ammo.
Like, even on normal, she is a threat. You have to be super wary of her all the time. I've never played this game on easy, so I can't tell you if she's still like something you have to be wary of then. I doubt as much, of course, but holy hell, every time she pops up, there is a part of me in the back of my head that goes, oh god, here we go. And that whole room is why I recommend that you drop your first save before it. Because the odds of you getting this on your first try, no matter how much preparation you make for it, things can easily go wrong. It very nearly did. But let's actually check all these rooms now we can. Because there was stuff down here. Oh. Man, bots are on full force today. That's the third one in an hour. I say that, doing the bots really doesn't bother me that much. If this channel ever, like, not that I'm expecting it to, if it ever, like, takes off and suddenly does super well and whatnot, I'd get moderators on that easily. I'd, like, if I actually had some money to throw around, like, I would, like, there's a couple friends that said they would be up for doing it, but I don't want to just be like, hey, can you do it in your free time? Yeah, nice, thanks. No, I'd want to pay them for the trouble a little bit, you know, be actual proper moderators that get their due. I wouldn't want to just be like, hey, you're my friend, do this for me, you know? I just wouldn't sit right with me. But I would get, like, a couple moderators and, like, do things properly, and then the bots wouldn't be even a vague issue. Trying to think, is there anything else of note? Doesn't really look like it. Oh, what have you found now? Shotgun shells. Oh, that would be nice. Considering, actually, I kind of burnt through all my gunpowder to make it, but I feel like it was worth it considering the threat of the situation.
Jesus, the smell.
Yeah. Whereabouts is it? Oh, it is kind of that general direction, like over there-ish. I think this lowers the water so we can actually get down there. Yeah. I think on classic mode I just went screw this. Like, I think I very much tried to skip past this section as much as possible. And then from this point onwards, all the classic point saves, I would say, ignoring the first boss coming up, because it's not, the first boss isn't too far from where we are right now, I'd say try and make it just before each boss. And then it's do the boss and what comes afterwards. And the reason why I say just before and not just after is because a couple of the bosses in this game, when we get to them, are really problematic to deal with. Yeah, on my classic, I literally just booked it, went up here, like funneled them in and out. No, get the shotgun. Thank you. Like, would funnel them there, hop this, up the ladder I went. That's exactly what I did in classic mode. You just funnel them around. You don't need to fight every single enemy. Yeah, they drop experience that might make it attractive, but you really don't need to bother with every single threat in this game. And I believe pulling this will just allow us to, yeah, have our way back. And can we pull this back up and drown them? That'd be... Oh, no, we can't. Oh, that would have been nice. But playing this game, I'm curious to see what they do with Ghostwire Tokyo, because it's the same dev team. I know there's like, it's a different director, and even then that director changed because, what was her name, Akumi or Akuma? The girl who was originally the director for it, who was like the lady who kind of stole E3 the year it was announced.
Thanks, O'Neill.
I think it was like Akuma Nakamura or something like that. Probably butchering the name. Also, yeah, this bit, when you got the gas mask in, for some annoying reason they make you do it in first person. To try and be extra spooky. You can still crouch though.
Damn.
Also, you can't use your guns. No shooting in here. So this is literally just a... Actually, now talking to Ghostwire Tokyo, that game's first person will probably have stealth elements. Do you think this was like the prep for it? This was them getting ready? Oh, that's a dead end. That's problematic. Bye! There are probably enemies that can climb ladders later on, right? I think so. I can't remember. The enemies do get smarter, but because they're like the bottom rut, so they're really not at all. I honestly can't remember. It's been so long. I'd like to think so, but otherwise there's your free ticket out. But I know a lot of the early game enemies don't. Oh, I do remember this section actually. I absolutely do remember this section because there's an actual really significant threat down here, and with the fact that you can't shoot or anything like that, and you know all the rest. You can already kind of hear it. Yeah, that fucking thing. That actually made me jump then, I forgot. That actually made me jump for a second. I was like, yeah, I remember this being back here though. We're not doing too bad on the locker keys. You're essentially waiting for this thing to come back and go that way so we can get past. But it is scary, because you can't deal with this thing. You know, you can't directly deal with it, so if it gets you, it gets you. Is it actually coming back, though? It's very difficult to see it amidst all this. I can hear it. Where are you? Oh, you are coming back. Okay, let's get out of here. Why would you take cover there? What? I pressed the cover button and he did that on his own. You idiot, Seb. You absolute idiot. Why would you take cover? Why would you run all the way over there to take cover? Absolute moron. I just pressed the button and you ran all the way over there instead of hiding behind the barrel that I was leaning against. Come on, dude. Earth to Sebastian, not what I was after. Could you not tell I wanted to hide at the thing that was right next to us? We've got to get past it the other way as well anyway. There we go.
That did something.
Right, now we have to get back past it the other way. It doesn't let you use your guns. It's like, baby. You can use the bottle, though, at least. Which, actually, I might actually, just to be on the safe side, just in case. Oh, what does that open? I know it opens a door around here, but I don't know where it is. Is it this way? No, it's over there. I can already see the wire goes back that way. You are coming back. Let's back up for a second now. Analyze the situ. Oh, she did see us. I don't think you can get in here. You can get in here. Oh, God. Oh, God! Get me the hell out of here.
Thank God. That mask smelled terrible.
I thought that was because I was like an objective zone. It would save me. No. She was. That thing was coming in. I don't even know if it is a he or a she. Either way, that thing was coming in. It was coming to say hi. But yeah, that's why I remember that section. I just remembered that enemy being there and it being a pain in the ass to deal with. Back to actual game. Oh, resonance point. I have to go to that for a sec. And the game takes mercy on you and gives you some stuff. It's like, yeah, you just traumatized. You have a bit of meds. Expansion and data goals. With the success of the new recruitment drive, we are nearing our data goals. Each citizen of Union adds 100 exabytes to STEM storage and processing ability. 2 million exabytes of storage are needed to activate the wireless STEMs. How much is an exabyte? Is that like 1,000 terabytes? Like, how much is an exabyte in actual, like, tech terms? Anyway, 2 million exabytes. Given projected growth, we should reach that goal within a matter of months. A wireless STEM will eliminate the need for costly STEM pods and aid us in our goal phase 2. Total STEM immersion for the general populace. The Unity cerebral chips, will serve to mark and protect Mobius operatives from the phase 2 signal, which will be sent out via STEM's wireless transmitters to all corners of the planet. So they literally, Mobius are doing the whole world domination thing. They set up these STEM worlds and they're going to put everyone in the STEM world so they can literally micromanage reality. Also, yeah, believe it or not, if you want to get that Easter egg, that secret Easter egg scene, you do have to go back through that. Although it's only a tight room, you do have to gas mask up and go back through all this. One way's plot, one way's items. Let's take a guess. This looks like items. And there's probably going to be an enemy in here somewhere. Ooh. Yes, 3 bolts. That'll be helpful for the boss ahead. Because we are getting close to the first boss. And to be fair, there is a cool thing about the first boss. And I think it's only the first one that does it. And it's more of a callback to the last game. When the last game there were a couple bosses you could actually do this with. You could actually avoid the boss encounter. There's an alternate route into the back door of the city hall. And the boss is defending the city hall. So if you know the alternate route, you can lure the boss away, like, hide from it a little bit, make it lose you, and then book it round and go through the back door and completely skip the boss. I've only ever done it once for the trophy, and then that was it. I always try and square off with the thing if I can help it. Actually, I say that. I think in classic mode I tried to avoid the thing as well, because the second boss you can't avoid. And so for the sake of resource management... Oh, it's there, okay. What have you got to say?
What's going on? The collapse is happening faster than we predicted. And now it's affecting the marrow, too. Those things
Yeah, they literally left this poor dude to die here. He also got he lost his head again. They always seem to lose their heads. Alright, so if this wasn't plot and that wasn't plot, I don't know, I was supposed to break this open maybe. No. Then which path is plot? It says exit, but that's we can't get across there. Alright, time to turn back and start looking around. Oh. Well, found plot, never mind. Follow the rats. We're rats. We're rats. Alright, I think we're... Yeah, okay, we're at the end of this section. I was like, I think this makes sense. Yeah, that's Zone 3. That's Zone 2. And then later on, there'll be a point where all this gets wrecked up more, and you won't be able to go that way anymore. And then afterwards, you lose your chance to get that Easter egg scene. I might try and see if I can call it or predict it, but...
Here it is.
We'll see how it goes. I don't want to, like, go all the way there just for it to be wrong timing and it waste time and, you know... I know I could easily look it up, but I don't want... Where's the fun in that? Anyway, good City Hall we go. The boss fight isn't the only thing of interest before the City Hall. There is a couple other little smaller buildings. This zone isn't as big as the first. But because this is more of like a designated boss and City Hall area. But there are a couple little things to check out. Which is why it loaded kind of quick. And I believe... the next part of the ghost side quest can be done here. There's a save point, a coffee machine. How are we doing on our health, actually? Oh, we don't need that coffee machine yet. We can save that for later. That's your way out to the surface. Oh, red gel, thanks. The game just gives you one. It's like, yeah, you come this far. How are we doing on resources? 5,000... I guess we could do some crafting, but other than that, I don't think I want to level up just yet. I could save up a little bit more. Yeah, give me some more bolts. Now, I wish I had some nails for you. Give me that. Give me one of you. That's a bit too steep. Now we got crit shots, I want to get some more bullets. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Resident points. Okay, I'll go get that later. Yeah, and fuck it, we can save as well. Alright. Did I see something? No, I was gonna say, I thought I saw like an icon, but I think it was just climb the ladder icon. I started this stream a little bit later than I normally do, so I'll go on for a little bit later than I normally do to try and make up for it. When I'll wrap up, we'll see. If it feels like there's a good time for it, then I will, but we'll just see as we go. Right, if I recall, there is another statue around here. There it is. I thought it was on like a corner here. I think there is one later on that's on like a corner of a building like that. Alright.
This must be City Hall. Gotta stop this guy and save Lily.
Wait, is there? I thought there was more buildings out here. There's like one or two around. Maybe we don't do the continue to ghost side quest here. Maybe I'm thinking of later on. And now is the game kind of warning you, hey, boss fight, make sure you're actually ready.
It's him.
There's a big gaping entrance into the moor.
Shit! What the fuck is that?
Chapter 5, Lying in Wait.
Not sure I'm ready for this. But I can't turn
Can we actually get around to this now, or do we have to come back for it later? I think we can get to it now. There we go. What have you got to say? Oh, it's a citizen.
I can't remember the last time it was overcast or too cold. Always feels just right. I'm truly blessed to be born and raised in Union. Never left this place. I don't want to. I plan on dying here.
Yeah, and that's what they want to hear.
Smells like spring. Flower beds.
You know what this reminds me of, him talking about it? Remember Squidville, that one episode of SpongeBob where Squidward like moves out and goes to, like, a unified city of nothing but just everything he wants, and that after like a few days, because he's only ever getting what he wants and it's the same recycled pattern of getting what he wants, he gets sick to death of it and stops finding it even remotely fun. That's what Union kind of reminds me of. Ooh, medical pouch, that'd be nice. Where actually is that? Oh, it's close by. Good. I think it is an actual pouch. I think this is you can now hold more syringes. Yeah, you can now hold up to 4 syringes, and if you get another one, they can go up to 6. There's only 2 medical pouches, but I guess that's their way of trying to keep it a little bit balanced. If you could have like 20 heals, there'd be nothing stopping you. Well, after your herb collecting. But I think I'm about as ready as I'm gonna be for the first boss. That bird just flew straight through me. Waiting for you.
Yeah, just you wait, asshole.
Yeah, he took a picture of us at the warehouse. Like when we were shouting up at him. Alright, boss time. Trying to remember what this thing is called. I think it's called Obscura. And we actually saw this thing before in like the opening of the game that we ran away from. Another game's like, And like I said, you can actually circumvent this. With a few good smoke bolts and a little bit of hiding, you can make a left and go around the city hall and break through the back door. But I'm gonna try and fight it. If I get stuck and die a bunch, then I'll show you the other route. But there are things here, there, and everywhere to give you the chance to get around. But it's literally down there you can get your way out. Ooh, that's not a good thing to miss. I think I missed again. There we go, that hit. Never mind the amount of damage buffs we put in this thing. This is going to be doing most of the work for us. Ow. Also, boss did less damage hitting us than, you know, some random woman with a knife. Come on. Thank you. You don't need to do that, dude. Yeah, you can't stay in there for long because she will slash through anything that you try and hide in. But I actually think the boss fights in this game are pretty fun. They're not made equal. There's a couple later on that, and when they pop up, I kind of go, oh, right, this one. There's one in particular that I really don't like and I'm not looking forward to. But as a whole, they're all pretty good. Oh, you're coming from this way. Oh, and you hit the slowdowner. Thank you. Oh, that was not a good trait. Let's get out of here. And using things like that, the lip, will mess with, not mess with the AI, but mess with her pathing just enough that you get a bit more room to breathe. I don't like your location. You might hit me through the wall. Okay, time to leave. You jumped on top of the thing, didn't you? She's got to be nearly dead by now, I think. Miss. Oh, that still got me. Oh, come on. Oh, God, that was cheap. Come on. But you get the idea. So she's not... For the opening boss, like, you have to kind of think a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. It's very manageable. Can I skip this? Do I have to see it every single time? God dang it. Yeah, no, I can't skip this. This is a fun boss, though. It's not my favourite. Holy shit. I think it's chapter 14 or 15. That holds my, like, my special boss. My secret one. That's amazing. But this is, for an opening boss, like the first proper boss of the game, I think this is pretty strong. Oh, now I can skip, so it was just loading was the problem. Got it. Let's get back over to our lip bit. Absolutely got to make the most of that time slow. Oh, I think that missed. Alright, we're more on the ball this time. Alright, time to go bullet hunting. Oh no, this is not what I thought it was. I need you to get off before we get attacked. I thought I was here. Or at least close enough to here that I could have done that. Oh well. Actually, saw through here. Trigger this for me. Go on, you know you want to. Don't turn around. Oh, it's out of fuel, damn it. I was hoping I could try and lure you around for another go of this. Alright. Yeah, you do your thing where you knife that so I can pick up some things. Thank you. There we go, she's dead. And that camera angle seems... oh. There we go. Camera angle, what the hell's going on? Oh, there we go. And that's how you deal with that boss. Even though it took me 2 attempts. It's literally just knowing how the kites are around and you're good. So let's actually loot this place. And get our 5,000 green gel. That's kind of nice. Did I even get damage that time on that run? I think I did that no damage on that attempt. And we can try and scavenge to replenish our resources. But alternatively, I think you can still access it. You can, if you can like smoke bomb her and like keep her distracted, you can actually lose her, and then you can run this way. You end up making a racket, putting her to a time limit, but you can blow this up. And then if you absolutely... I'm searching as well as I go. You can haul ass here, lure into that, which is another camera thing. So she'll be held in place for a while longer. Why can't I pick this up? What is it? Is it just another... Okay, it's just a bottle. Oh, you can also lure her over pressing this to literally make her twig the thing for you. So you'll hit that, get slowed down, and it's literally around here. More boxes. You can see the door now, it's there. And heck, you can even try and kill her with this, because you can slow her down, and you can kick that off to set her off on fire whilst she's slowing down. And you usually just go through there and you're on your way. It's a nice alternative route. I like the fact that that exists. That you can just kind of run away and kite her around a little bit, and you can completely skip having to do the fight. But let's go back to looting this place before we move on, because I said there is another boss fight in the city hall that's on the other end of it. That is the one that you can't avoid, and that fight can be a little annoying. If you're ever in a boss fight and completely run out of all resources, the game will eventually like pepper in and respawn like generic resources here and there, so you can start making stuff. Like you'll be able to just find gunpowder on the floor sort of thing, so they won't completely doom and gloom you, but it will just be a harder work because you have to survive for longer. So I didn't even come over here. There's sniper bullets over here. That would have been nice. And a barrel I could have used to try and blow her up with. Is there anything in there? Doesn't really look like it, but it wouldn't hurt to check. Seb, you don't need to do that. No, there isn't. Oh well. Seb, please. I know the door's not that scary. And if you're brave enough, and you have an axe, you can absolutely try and whack her with the axe. It won't kill her, it's a boss, obviously, but it will do more damage. But it might be best if you're going to do that to shoot the smoke dart first and then go for it. God, you could lure her in here. God, I just kited around a circle. You could have lured her around to so much else. But either way, front door, let's go.
Who's there? It's okay. Harrison, right? I'm not one of them.
Who are you?
Don't worry. Only
Who are you?
I thought I was the only one left. I'm looking for the core.
I was like, what was that accent he had for that one line? I know he's dying, but...
Second floor, the stable field emitter. Emitter? Forget about that. I'm here to find the core. You must turn on the emitter. It will stabilize the environment. Without it, Union will completely collapse. Then the core won't matter. Turn it on. It will affect his power. His power? You mean... Take this. Use it to turn on the emitter.
Thanks, Harrison. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, because you're clearly not surviving this. Oh, and there he flops over. If you take the back door, you can still have this conversation. Like you mean you have to. You usually just come through there.
Wish I could have gotten more info. Don't worry, Lily. I'm still gonna find you.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's like there's a door somewhere back here that will lead you back around, and it would put you here.
That's his MO. He's somewhere in here.
Let's look around other places before we actually completely commit to this, though. Oh, no, never mind. It's this way, I think. No? Where is it? I'm sure there's a little, like, tuck-away door on this side that, like, gives it away. Because they obviously want you to go talk to him first. So they have to kind of lean you that way one way or another. We got expansion efforts put on hold. Retention of original map is paramount. In addition to fracturing of landmass and atmosphere control loss, daylight simulation has also been compromised. Countermeasures for system failures have been established, but receiving reports of previously uncategorized issues. Citizens are experiencing memory rewrites, also receiving reports of unexplained corporal dysmorphia and violent tendencies. Please advise. Okay, that's the... Things are going so wrong that people are turning into weird zombie things now. No, I think that is the other door. I think you come up through here, which is why there's loot and stuff here. I think it goes down and you come back up. Yeah, I'll just do that for now. I got 200. I could probably... How expensive is that? 360. Oh, I won't be able to get it yet. I could up general damage, though. I'll do that. I don't need to save yet. That's great. I'll show this for a second. And then we'll go the way we're supposed to. Because I want to show where the back door comes into, so you know what to expect if, when you play along, you choose to take the back route for one reason or another. So on classic mode, we've got limited saves. It might be in your best interest anyway. Oh no, this is as far as we can go because you'd have to move that. But yeah, there'd be a section here. There'd be a couple enemies like looming around that you'd have to navigate around. But there'd be a door, and then you go through, and you end up here, and then you run up, and you have to go around and check the body there. That's the general gist. Anyway, let's move on. I can check over here as well, but that's plot. No, it's just, hey, go that way. And now we're back. Yeah, so the screen has to do a little warp thing, like, yes, now we're back in his domain. Oh god, right, this thing exists. The first boss isn't called Obscura, we just saw Obscura. I don't know what the first boss is called, but this is Obscura that we just saw bolt down the way. I'm sure it is. I knew one boss was called Obscura, and it really stuck out because it was just a boss that gave me a bit of trouble on my first playthrough. I don't 100% remember this section. I remember the boss on the other side of it, obviously, but I don't remember this section itself too much. I'm sure it'll come back to me as we go. Oh, we have to recreate this photo. That much I remember. I think.
What's this? This camera's so old. Must mean something.
Was she facing the camera directly? Yeah, she was.
Nothing.
Oh, well, maybe one more to the left then? Oh, necklace. Now it should be good, right? Unless we got to find an arm somewhere. I don't see one. Now let's try.
Same dress.
Oh, focus would help. Yep, there we go, got it. And there goes our exit.
It's ticking. The pendulum stopped.
Oh, I think that's actually one of the files I missed on my original playthrough when I was trying to go back for 100%. Oh, geez, how big is this? Okay. According to KCPD, the body of a woman was found in Crimson City Park this morning. The victim has been identified as Emily Lewis, an aspiring model and actress. Her head has yet to be recovered, but examination of personal effects found at the scene led to the identification. This is the latest in a string of unsolved homicide of a similar nature. Lieutenant James Varkirk of the KCPD Homicide Division held a press conference where he confirmed our worst suspicions, that Crimson City may be the hunting ground of a serial killer. Emily's longtime friend and photographer Stefano Valentini appeared heartbroken in the news. It's a terrible thing to see happen to my lovely model. At least I was able to capture her essence forever before it was destroyed.
I remember this. Still a cold case.
Oh no, actually I think you have to pick it up. There's one where it was like super obvious where it was when I saw it in the guide when I was going through and I was like, oh, I just missed this? Oh, okay. I just thought it might have been that one. But no, yeah, that one's plot. You have to pick that one up. Appreciate the art. Can I interact with this?
Appreciate the art. Fine. As long as it gets me closer to you, I'll play your game.
What's making all that noise? Alright, so to play the look around game again. I know there's specific things you gotta click on, I just gotta remember what it is you're supposed to click on. Oh, Jesus. This dude very much fancies himself the artist in the most graphic way possible. Alright, we've appreciated the art. Can you open? What was that? Oh.
That's Lily. This guy's playing with me.
Oh, Jesus. I love the sound design in this game. I know, like, horror and sound design's like one and one. You get sound design wrong, all the horror's lost. But the sound design does what it needs to. Just putting, like, enough noise in the back of your head, when you're playing with headphones especially, to make you go, what the hell's going on? And just kind of unnerve you a little bit more.
This one is perfect. Naturally so. It is my work, after all. Death preserved on silver nitrate. Like a fly in amber. Beautiful.
This thing's probably changed now. Yep, there we go. The usual trick of turn your back to it and move away, then turn around and something will be there. I said, this game doesn't do it as hard as the first game pushed it, but it still does it every now and then. It's an old trick for this game, for this little duology. Alright, what we got here? Mobius agent in the lobby of City Hall turned into another frozen display. Poor son of a bitch. If he wasn't dead before he got thrown off of there, he will be if he ever lands.
Another one. But what's he after?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you can hide behind here. Well, not hide, but get behind there. I think the only criticism I really have, and it's more just for game design, and I know it's just a horror thing that they were pushing for, I wish you could zoom the camera out a little bit more. I'd like it if the FOV gave me a little bit more room to breathe. I know, like, with the laser sight, it super zooms in anyway, but you know what I mean? It would be nice. I suppose on the PC version, it's not a problem, because you can just mod in an FOV slider. Or like, open up the actual code yourself and just up the number. Dun dun dun. This, I think, is Obscura. That we just saw for a split second there.
What are these things?
Spooky. It's also super dark. I hope it's still somewhat seeable on the YouTube compression side of things. Like, I mean, I'm looking at the feed and it looks alright enough. Oh, okay, we are at the next boss already. I thought this section went on a bit longer. Oh boy, this will be interesting.
This has to be the emitter.
Authorization required. Please connect an
This boss can be a little bit tougher because you have to actually, you know, deal with it.
Must mean this communicator.
Restart sequence initiated.
And of course, it takes time, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to cause problems, and we're going to have some things to deal with in here.
You've been searching for me for so long. So I have come. But wait, it's not me you seek, is it? No, it's the girl. I should be offended. But how can I be? You're not the only person who wants her power.
We don't want her power, we're trying to get her out of all this. Not that he knows that or cares.
One who can offer rewards you could never imagine. So sorry, but you've been outbid. Fear. Rage. It's beautiful, but not yet finished. I am Stefano. And now
it can never just be silent, can it? No, it always has to make lots of noise and attention and attract big bads towards us.
Son of a bitch!
Here it is. So I remember on my first playthrough getting stuck on this fight for a little while. So this will be interesting. This is Obscura.
It's my beautiful Obscura.
Restart sequence. You gotta be kidding me. Sequence will complete in 90 seconds.
And that's why you gotta fight it. Because the whole time you're not fighting it, it will just freeze the timer. You can straight up kill this thing, but you can also, so I suppose, just keep on delaying it and, like, buying its attention. Miss. So if I remember rightly, you have to actually kind of try and hit the camera to break it. There we go. So you break the camera, now the timer continues. Miss. Hey, can you come over here? Come over here for me. Ah, she can pick it back up. There we go. Right, let's try this again.
70 seconds.
Oh, you can't. I was hoping you could like shoot the light bulb and it do something, but never mind. Hey. Ow! Oh, it got me from there as well. Is that the game just conveniently drops ammo here for some reason. It doesn't have any reason to. It's just so you don't get ammo locked out of being able to do this fight at all. Oh, Jesus, you move.
50 seconds.
Is there any more ammo I can quickly nab off a table somewhere while we wait for her to... Oh, jeez. Come at me.
40 seconds.
She's about to go stop that again, isn't she? Yeah. See if any ammo's respawned whilst we're waddling around. Oh. Excuse me, over here. Fucker. Ow! Fuck you.
30 seconds.
Yeah, something we can do is we go to semi-automatic. Oh no, we're out on that one. first. Oh yeah, the DLC gun. Sure, I'll show off this for a second. The bullets that are still in it will count individually, sort of thing. Don't go stop it. Don't go stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright. And there goes the Obscura. And when the camera stops trying to freak me. Come on.
Stabilization procedure completed.
And now this area is stabilized, so he has less power.
But what am I supposed to do now? If he's gone, he didn't leave Lily here. Where did he take her?
Should give Kibben an update about this.
Hey, Kidman. Just survived 2 boss fights. Are you proud of me?
Maybe I'll get a signal outside.
Oh, never mind. I do like the game gives you time to like get resources, get a feel for it, and then it's like, yeah, okay, 2 bosses in 1 chapter, go. Although it's just that could just be treated as like pacing issues, but you know what I mean. Like it kind of goes, yeah, okay, come on. You know what you're doing now. Let's get moving. But now it will give us a little bit more breathing room before boss 3. I can't actually remember what the 3rd boss is. Well, I know there's. I think I do. I'm just trying to think whether the 3rd boss is the one I'm thinking of, whether there's another one before it yet. Is more what I'm guessing at. Check over here. That might be nice to get something, because we're going back out into the wilderness with nothing. Oh, nails, nice. We make an explosive later on. It's giving us herbs. We won't have to ever worry about medicinal needs at this rate. Oh, and I think because he doesn't have influence anymore. The body's not here anymore. It got moved. Gunpowder. Oh, and a fuse. I should actually like make shock bolts every now and then. I've got so many fuses. In order to maintain a conflict-free and obeisant, is that how you say that word? Obeisant population, we must provide bureaucratic systems and increase the illusion of productivity. To that end, a city hall will be rendered to represent a seat of government. Each citizen will be required to submit for a series of licenses that will require several forms and accompanying fees, content to be dated, fabrication team developing now. Mayoral election will be held in which citizens will be able to vote between 2 operatives of our choice, following standard real-world election proceedings already in place. New union expansion renders will retain the Americana build mold, but retrograded by 30% to allow for citizen domicile improvement and individualization. These new measures should keep the populace calm and normalize. A docile populace will aid the expansion of union, which will ultimately lead to enough citizen memory units to achieve phase 2. Oh, is this the Armageddon of the bots? Come on. Oh, we got half the files already. And that's the opposite end of that. I'm being a lot more like scan heavy as I run around, because it's like, you know, no bullets.
These bastards use Lily like some kind of science experiment, and then they have the nerve to send me in to clean up their mess. It's like some kind of sick joke.
Oh, this is the other end of this. Got it. Is there anything down here just before we vanish that might have like come in since we were Or maybe over there. Aha! It's good to come back and check. We've got 3 keys. Alright, we'll have to go sort that out later. To be fair, I could go do that now. There is a safe space here, right? I don't know if there's a mirror in here, but there is a safe space. No, it's not a mirror. Okay, a little later. He's gone. There was a body here. It's gone now. God, speaking of, I'd love to do a Silent Hill game one day. I wouldn't be the HD collection. I wouldn't touch 2 or 3 HD. If I could, I would play the originals. I don't know how I'd get that organized or set up, but damn, that would be fun. That would be a fun series of games to live stream. The original 4 Silent Hills.
And now I'm back to square one again.
Meanwhile,
we've re-established contact with the marker agent, Kidman.
About time. Patch him through. Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman.
Finally. Are you all right?
That psycho is still on the loose in here.
I turned on the emitter, and that seemed to slow him down. But he got away.
Yeah.
And he's got Lily. She must be so scared and alone.
Yeah, as I say, are you actually ever going to acknowledge that cut on your face, Seb?
I'm so close. I can feel it.
Yeah, the more you look at him without a beard, the more I swear he looks like Ash from Evil Dead. That's probably deliberate to try and give you that feel, but it's still.
Don't want your precious experiment to fail. It would be a real tragedy to waste all that time and money.
I was speaking for myself, not Mobius. I spent a lot of time with Lily during testing. She's a good kid. I don't want her to suffer. I know things are bad, but I have faith in you. You've got to stay focused so we can save her. Together.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Thanks for the pep talk, Kidman.
Don't worry about it. But right now you need to figure out where he took her.
He said his name was Stefano.
Stefano. Copy that.
Yeah. Do you recognize the name from that newspaper article we opened? It was like Stefano. It's like, oh, so bad it happened to one of my models. At least I've got a picture of her.
See if he can help me locate this psycho.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if I can be of any help. And...
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Gotta figure out where he took her. Think I might have just figured it out.
Yeah, the Stefano big eye thing is just moved over to another area.
Well, if it's a fight he wants, he's gonna get it. I just have to find my way there.
Back into the network we go. But this is pretty much the end of Zone 2. It's literally just a city hall. The next proper zone is over there.
Field emitter is back online. Please tell me you found the core and you're on your way back here.
Sorry. That lunatic still has her, but I think I have an idea of where he went.
Yeah, I see it too. I'm picking up the signal again, but now it's coming from the theater in the other part of town.
Right.
I'm trying to see if I can spot Zone 1 from here, but I kind of can't. Like, that's Zone 3.
Guidance here.
I'm on it. Looks like turning the emitter back on.
I mean, you kind of see an outline. Maybe it's over there.
Exit D5 looks to be the one closest to the theater. I'm not totally sure what you'll encounter down there, so watch your back.
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
Chapter 6. On the hunt. So once we're not in the open space, the chapters fly by. So it's going to absolutely grind to a halt when we get there later on. But back to the Marrow we go. But firstly, we got some locker keys to spend, some experience to spend, and in general, a bit of recuperation on resources. Oh, nice. An axe. Right, but down we go. Just go down it quick, Seb. Why do we have to do this? There we go. I was pressing every button. I was like, come on. You have to press the circle button and then he'll also drop. Oh, you don't have to actually... I was like, why is the cat meowing? But I don't think it has anything for me. Absolutely make an explosive bolt. If I make one bullet, yeah, that's not worth it right now. Alright, let's see what we can get. With 11,000 gel.
Back again, Detective?
Was you ever anything new to say?
And now you fully understand what you're up against. He's powerful.
He's also a sick freak.
But he is as driven as you are, and seeking the same thing. You are more alike than you'd care to admit.
I'm not like him. He's a murderer.
And there are no bodies strewn in the path behind you?
I'm not here to debate with you. Let's get going.
Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it. He's like, whatever. Let me just listen to my Claire de Lune and Miss Kaede in peace. 15 bullets. Okay, that's not too bad. 6 sniper shots. Damn. And a bolt. 2 bolts. Ooh. Okay, that was worth coming back for. Let's see what we can get actual upgrades. I think I've just got to. It's so cheap. That's not so cheap. Stamina would be nice. What's that cap at? 170%. And stamina recovery speed. That's pricey though. What's this? Auto avoid. That could be nice, but not yet. Cover. Corner killing. What to get? The sneak reels on corner I don't think's that helpful right now. That's too pricey. That's too pricey. Sure, I'll up it again. That'll do. Alright. Bit more stamina or not. A bit more of a kick in our step. Oh, and some bullets. Let's reload. How long have we been streaming for? It's just gone 1, so about 2 hours and 40. Okay. I'll carry on for a bit while longer. I mean, we're not going to be coming back, so I'll have this for the sake of it. And if the only reason I streamed late was just because I was being lazy. I kind of stayed in a bit longer than I normally do in bed. And just kind of lazed around. So it's entirely my own fault, which is why I'm like, no, I'll go on later. If it was like some genuine reason, then I'd be like, yeah, no, this had to happen, yada yada. But no, I was just in bed. I just didn't stream until later. And to be fair, it's a Sunday, so I usually don't get lunch. I usually like just have a bigger dinner later, so I can go on for longer and not worry about it too much. I'll at least do another hour. I'll hit 2, and then we'll work out where we're going from there. But I also need to actually think about what I'm going to live stream after I'm done with Evil Within 2. Because, you know, all the other stuff I want to live stream isn't out yet. And to be honest, as much as I'm super excited to showing off Tales of Arise and talking about that with you guys, that's going to be a lot of streams considering it's like a 60+ hour RPG.
This must be the passage O'Neill was talking about.
Yeah. So, alright, so there's something here. I need to lock onto that. So I don't want to do it straight away, especially because, like I said, I Elden Ring. I'm super excited for that. I want to be able to have time where nothing's kind of on the schedule and I can just play it.
Lily? Oh, this place is messing with my mind.
Is this secrets or plot? It's like just secret. Alright. Thank you. It's almost a metal pipe. There's something in the back of my head that goes, yes! This looks at how deadly these things become. So if you can get the ultimate upgrade for them, where they, you know, set enemies on fire as well with the harpoon bolts, you're genuinely set for life. You don't really need anything else. Oh, what are you a patch for? Upgrade pouch. I didn't even actually check. You will give me more handgun ammo. Okay. Oh, bye. So if they do come down here, it's a 30% crit chance. We'll be fine. There we go. Getting a little bit better on this aiming again. Getting back into the rhythm of it. I think once we got this, like, the steadier hand, it's become a lot more manageable. I haven't found it as frustrating. I still miss my shots here and there, but that's the curse of it being a live stream, I suppose. It's never going to be perfect. I know I shouldn't, but it's too fun not to. I know I shouldn't have wasted that bolt, but I mean, come on, it was right there. God damn it. God, I could have just lured them to that. That was really a wasted bolt then, damn it. If I'd spotted that, I would have absolutely thrown the bolt at that instead. Oh well. Learn from my mistakes. Know when to be patient. How low does this go? Oh, we'll get... This is relevant for way later. Don't worry about this yet. It's just a lot of weird stuff we've got to deal with, because there's another boss tied to this later on. And of course they want to tease it now. The only thing you've got to be wary of is that the goo... That's what I'm calling it, because it's not anything else. Don't think about anything else. It can't possibly be anything else. Doesn't matter if it's white and gooey. Just... The goo will make it so you can't sprint when you're standing in it. Don't think about anything else. It's not at all anything else at all whatsoever. No, sir. Let's get out of here. If Mew was a real person, she'd be giggling to herself throughout the whole of this section. Let's be honest. Oh, no, there's not actually anything on it. It's just trying to be spooky.
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death. Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest.
Yeah, he didn't want to face the truth.
Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept.
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along. But why am I seeing this now?
Yeah, there's a lot more going on here than let's just stop the crazy artist, dude. As I said, it's what I appreciate more with this one, because the first game, it was just stop the crazy Ruvik dude. Whilst in this, it does actually take the opportunity to kind of elaborate on ideas, explore different things, tell a more intricate story, have more than just one villain, and make the story fit better for Sebastian. Because the first game, Sebastian's just kind of like a part of it. He's not really... I don't know how to put it. It's like he's more like he's a passenger of the story than an actual force of the story. Whilst in this, it's a lot more personal to him. The story is tied to who he... Oh, right, this bit. I can't remember if it's an instant kill if this thing finds you, but I'd rather not find out.
God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
I know that you can when if it's looking a bit more diagonal. The reason why the eye is glowing is because you can shoot it to like force a turnaround. But it's how worth it to you do you feel it is? And it's not a happy thing either. It's just kind of staying here. I'll wait for it to turn back around then before I try and... Oh, that's not a door. Never mind. So I'll try and go through there and hide in there for a second. No, that's not a door. We gotta move on. Don't look. If it, like, catches the side of you, it will peek its head round the corner to try and catch you out more, so be careful, you know. Thanks for that, you creepy thing. Now go back to looking away from us. I think we're good. I think we're in the clear. Alright, let's get out of here.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
Alright, and there's the other side of that door there, which means you already know what's going to happen. It's not going to be that simple. See if there's anything else of note before we go through here. Yep, there he is.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Did I do enough? Time to run. I'm glad that it doesn't cost ammo at that bit. Can you imagine if you ran out of bullets, you're just in the... Well, and you just die.
I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable.
Nope. No, less. Okay, there we go. It's one of those things, it takes you a second, but once you get a feel for them, they're fine. They're not that bad, those puzzles. You just got to get a feel for them first. It can be a little intimidating when you first look at them and like everything's moving. It is imperative that a missing core be replaced as soon as possible. A core that's been missing for even a few hours can affect STEM programming. If the core is missing for over 36 hours, emergency protocols must be instituted in order to prevent the core from escaping. Emergency protocols are only accessible for Mobius operatives with alpha security clearance and can only be viewed from on the Marrow servers. And if you haven't caught on yet, it's called the Marrows because it's a tunnel network that's like the bones supporting the actual bones. It's the bone marrow. Like the cities, it's supporting the city's skeletal structure from the inside. So, marrow.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Turn around. Do it slow.
Ah, Yukiko. I think that was her name, Yukiko Hoffman. Yeah.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Huh?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Oh, right, yeah. She's supposed to be the psychologist. And how they handle the team psychologist is making her, like, the stereotypical, can analyze everything on your face to tell the picture of who you are kind of shit. And that's, like, not at all how psychologists work. As a psychologist, I can tell you that's not how it works.
Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now?
You do pick up on clicks of how people are, but you can't just read their face and be like, oh yes, your lips moved in this particular way, your eyes did this, so we know what you're... No, it's not how that works. It's more vocal. You just pick up on characteristics easier, on like a sixth sense instinct, almost. On how people are. You sit there and you go, that seems a bit weird. And you just learn to hone in on that a little bit more. And even then, that's not the priority of psychology. It's understanding brains in a more general sense, not a understanding how to read people kind of sense.
We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms, but in this case, it's apropos. Only a
also, no,
psychopath could affect STEM like
we're not. You can, if you call people a psyche or a psycho, a psychologist would go, yeah.
This is the worst possible.
The only thing that gets annoying usually with psychologists is when you try and make out there's a difference between a psychopath and a sociopath. There really isn't. It's a term. It's a term difference, not an actual reality difference. Yet the person who's a psychopath and a different person is a sociopath. The only real difference is the word and usually their body count.
It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be to...
So when like it's things like, say, the BBC adaptation of Sherlock, and Joel's like, I'm not a psychopath, I'm a highly functioning sociopath. It's the dumbest fucking line in existence if you know what they actually mean. Because he's saying, I'm not a psychopath, I'm a psychopath under a different word. You know?
Just in the next room.
I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek, you know, that sort of thing.
I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself.
Obviously, if you dig in super deep, there are like extremely minute differences between the two. But it's just as a general rule, there's your psychology lesson. There really isn't a difference between a if someone is a psychopath and someone else is a... Yeah, you blinked for 0.3 milliseconds longer than the average person. Yeah, it's exactly that they always try to do in these shows, but that's not how it works.
Why would they do that?
It's just this weird thing that seems to always pop up in these sort of things when they have a team nerd or a team psychologist, that they notice things like that.
By thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but you can't be with you.
Yeah.
It happens a lot more in anime, if I'm honest, than I'd see it in a lot of normal TV shows nowadays. It still pops up in normal TV shows, but it's like if they have the detective-esque character in a anime, like Kyoko is a perfect fucking example, speaking of like recent things, where it's like she's like, did you notice all these things about the body? No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't have. I noticed all this stuff. I noticed that there were 2 wounds on the head, like the moment I walked in. So, I immediately analysed that this was a locked room case and that maybe Sakura committed. And it's like, hang on a minute, I've just entered the room, calm down.
Psychopaths tend to be cunning and
Did you notice that the glass was under the container and not just on top of it? That would be strange if you think, and you're like, okay, come on Kyoko, give me a second.
He's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I hope the
I'm aware I completely talked over all of this, but yeah, there's a lot more here than what meets the eye, and dealing with DeStefano will probably only be the first step of the problem.
So that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted
a higher bidder.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do
another psychopath. A psychopath with motive. Lily Castellanos' initial findings. The ideal core candidate must have been an unfettered ego in order to retain their own personality while supporting the intellect minds of many others. Given these parameters, there are only 2 possible candidate types: egomaniacs and psychopathic tendencies, egomaniacs with psychopathic tendencies or children. We all know what happened the last time an egomaniac with psychopathic tendencies was in STEM. That was Ruvik, the first game. Ruvik was the core, which is why it went wrong, because it was a psycho as the origin of his own world. Of course it went wrong. So a child is our best bet. Having access to standardized school test results, we are able to narrow down our options. We feel as if we found the ideal core candidate in Lily. Her test shows that she not only has a guileless ego, but she also exhibits incredibly advanced empathy for a child her age. We are sending her to Dr. Hoffman for further testing. Yeah, they wanted a new core, they didn't want to put it on a psycho, so they found a child, analysed test results, and went, yeah, Lily will fit the bill, and that's how she ended up. It was in complete random, it was just unfortunate that Lily's brain was the exact thing they were after. Oh, that's a coffee machine. I was like, what did I just pop up? Oh, I'm already full. That'll be our exit, I believe. Well, it literally says exit on it, but you know what I mean. Exit into zone 3. Actually, before I go in... No, I don't have enough to justify going in. Let's just move on. I will save, though, since it's right here. Because we are about to enter our next proper hub space littered with side quests and things to do that takes a while. And this one even arguably more so, there's things to do, because we come back to it later on, and it's like completely almost U-turned into a completely different beast, and there's a different line of side quests in it. But I'm getting way ahead of myself, we'll get to that later. Alright, to the Post Plus. But I think that's like, it's not just a thing to psychologists. It's like when I'm going through Danganronpa V3, and like some of the things Korekiyo says as an anthropologist, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Some of the other stuff just sounds like mumbo jumbo written by someone who's never like put a second into anthropology in their life. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no, Korekiyo, stop talking about anthropology because you really don't know what you're talking about, it sounds like sometimes. Despite the fact you're supposed to, because they don't expect people that are playing it to be anthropologists themselves, or at least not enough to care. Is that they don't expect you to notice, you know? Okay, that counts as outside. I didn't want to come out straight away. I wanted to look around a little bit more. I didn't realize that was immediately the outside door. Okay, that's what that is. That's all I wanted to check. There's also... Claire de Lune. Let's move on.
Just need to get into that storage room outside the safe house. But Steven says...
Damn it. Can't feel my hand. That thing nearly tore my arm off. Never gonna kill it with this pea shooter.
Yeah.
Needs something bigger. I just need to get into that storage room outside the safe house. But Stevens has the key.
And now we have a little mini objective. If we can find Steven, or more accurately, his body, we could probably access a storage house nearby and get some resources.
Just gonna rest here and wait for Stevens.
What boring ass name. No offense to anyone who's called Steven. If it's a fictional character, you can give him something else. Is this the one I'm thinking of, where the statue's on like a roof corner edge somewhere around here? Also, yeah, the theatre is where objective is, but we're not going to go there yet. I heard that sound. It was a very unwelcomed one. Yeah, okay, let's be careful a little bit. I'll be so haphazard. No, not this roof either. So I could have sworn there's a roof where there's a statue on a corner or something. But we got a new location. I said the objective is literally right there, but we got all this to investigate first. And another train yard, which is always appreciated. But if you couldn't already tell by that thing being there, this environment is much more hazardous than the last to actually survive in. Like, the gloves are off now. You've got to be a little bit more... just a little bit more conservative and a little bit more curious. Or know when to be curious or when not to be as you find your way around. Don't just dive in head first into every single instance you find yourself in, because you will become unstuck very quickly. So this is obviously a trap. Don't have access to you yet.
Some of these are locked.
Oh, you have an axe. We can trade. What? Seb, no! I was smashing the X button too much. What's going on? Seb? Seb? There we go. I genuinely don't remember this game being this unstable in places. I wonder if it's because it's running off the PS5, it's messing with things. Because there are a couple games that I've played off the... well, I played a PS4 game off my PS5, and the game's got a little funky because of like the difference in hardware, just messing with things in the background. I wonder if that's what it is. Like, if there are just a few things in the background that are starting to get fiddled with a little bit because it's a PS4 release on a PS5, and it's just getting a little misplaced. What's this? Oh, resonance. I'll worry about that later. I need to actually go get that axe. That's the whole reason I climbed up there, for goodness sake. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Have a bit of a wider swing as well. What have we got? This close, that over there. The safe house is a safe house there. We'll circle round to that because there's like a side quest we'll start up there, so we'll circle round for that.
Body parts reassembling into a monster. Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? I'm not surprised by anything I see in here anymore. Won't happen again. I'll burn these before they can change.
Oh, he's taking a note out of the first game's book where he had to set the enemies on fire to stop them permanently. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. That thing is still alive. Yeah, at some parts of the game, old bosses will become normal goddamn enemies. And it's a quite the wake-up call every time it happens. You do sit there and you kind of go, oh no, really? Especially because there's one particular boss that I think is the worst boss in the game, and that becomes a normal enemy not too long after you fight it. And you can deal with it, and if you want to. It's just how prepared are you considering resources? Because this isn't a scripted boss, it counts as a normal enemy. So if you don't have the resources to deal with it, you're going to have to retreat at some point. And it's a big thing that's not the easiest to actually get away from when it counts, you know? Let's go up into the diner. See what resources we can find in here. But I do actually like it when games do that for the most part, because it usually gives a good indicator to the player of how far you've come. When you can deal with the normal enemy, despite the fact they were once a boss. Let's get around, see if we can check in there. That made me jump. I was like, well, I didn't expect there to be something in here. Oh, geez. I wonder what this is going to be a continuation of. Only one that can see it.
It looks like I remembered it as a child. It's playing with my mind. If I'm gonna die, I'd rather control how it happens.
Yeah, it's like, gee, I wonder what this section is going to be. Fuck you, game. Oh, that... I was just way away. We got time.
Shit.
Time to hide. Oh.
What's it doing this time?
Yeah, if you see any mirror or glass, be wary, it can just go through them. Is this door still closed? Oh, no, it's open. Let's go. trying to remember. I don't know where these doors lead. I'm trying to remember what you're supposed to do here. Oh no, you are supposed to find the right door. Because it just loops.
There's something weird about this room. Something I'm not seeing.
Trying to think. There's something that gives away which door you're supposed to go to. There it is.
That's me from back
Oh yeah, right. It's him in the first game's aesthetic. I think this was the right door. Yeah. Now he thinks all weird and dodgy and creepy. We need to go check that again to figure out where we need to go next. Ooh. Well, you can kind of see from here. It's this door. For flashbacks, you will remember the first game. And we're done.
Wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
That's the second like scripted ghost sequence bit you have to do of the three. Why is my controller vibrating so much? Oh, now it stopped. I think it's like, no, you need to get out of here first before this technically counts as being over. Oh, it's a pouch right here. Okay. This is why we came here for to begin with, to try and find this. Ooh, sniper bullets. Alright, where will our journey take us next? Is there anything on this? I don't think there is. No. Okay, we just have to just go explore. Pick a direction and walk. There is another, like, small sequence I know you can trigger here, and it'll be interesting to see if I bump into it or not. No, that's not the map button. There we go. I think it's in there, actually. So when we circle back round, we'll go check it out. But I think it's in there. There's, like, a little sequence you can trigger with her. That's one that sticks with you the first time you see it, because... well, we'll see. Is there anything of interest over there, or are they just being morons?
Oh no.
That's not good. Are you alright, you little anarchies? Oh, now look what you did to yourself. Ow. Well, we lost our axe, so we'll have to try and retrieve a new one later. There's none of the witches around, at least for now, so it's not the end of the world. Ooh, gunpowder. That's smoke powder, never mind. Seb? Seb, let's not do this again, thank you. Yes, hello earlier boss. Can you, like, go away? Please don't tell me she saw me. No, she's just having a run around. We just got an autosave, so if she spots us, it's not the end of the world. Base. I don't think she can come in here. No. Barkeep's journal. A final entry in this well-worn journal. The tap room's been booming. Business is good. Lots of new faces in Union these days. They're arriving by the trainload and they're thirsty. If this keeps up like this, I'll finally be able to order some beer tabs. Pete complains about the crowds, but I say the more the merrier. He's always been cantankerous, but lately he's been acting extra weird. He sits there in his usual spot, giving new customers the stink eye and mumbling to himself. I would cut him off, but he's always been my best customer. Yeah, doesn't that suck when that happens? In a business, there's one that's like, oh, excuse me, a regular, and you're like, you're used to having them around, but then they start to realise they're a bit of the problem. Oh, jeez. Oh, I think this is tied to a plot thing later. We'll worry about that later on. But I think that has significance, just not now. Just remember that's there when later on it's like, oh, we need to burn something before we can move on. Oh, I thought she was bolting straight at us then. But we could be cheeky about this. Well, yeah, what are you going to do? This is base. You can't touch me. This is base. I can kill you. Is this cheesing? Yeah, probably. I don't care. This is base manipulation. Come on. Base, base. You can't do this. Oh, I thought she. Ah. I thought she spotted me and was just trying to catch me out. Now she's trying to run at me. You watch this not be enough to kill her after all this. Fuck it. And of course that wasn't enough. Of course that wasn't enough. Why would that be enough? Give me these bottles. Alright. Let's wait for her to come back. Come on. I'll shoot you this. Then I'll blow you up before it. Whilst you're still target. Fucking missed. That missed too? Are you serious? Oh, I gotta go get him. 1 sec. You stay right there. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, let's try this again. Are you done? Yes, you're done now. Thank you. Right. I'm trying to steer clear from that because that's a section that requires us to hold the line and defend an objective to do it, and well, with what resources. I know there's resources there, so it wouldn't be that bad, but I'm going to try and go a little wide of it for now. We can't. It's just been activated.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
But it's just autosave, so if we die, it's not the end of the world.
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed. Maybe I can get the jump.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Attempt 1. With how little resources we got, it's absolutely going to take more than one attempt.
You over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
I need a second bullet. I can't really start luring them around. Hey, over here! Oh god, there's a lot of you. Come on, round to the fire. I know I hurt myself a little, but it's fine. Right, now about ammunition. Ow. Oh, come on. Give me a stealth kill for one of these. Can't play along? God damn it. I would have given me a stealth kill for that if I was a direct developer. Oh, an axe. I'll take that. Alright, who wants to be the victor? Ow. Oh, well, never mind. See? And that's why you don't go there now. Because there was no resources for me to work with. Alright, let's try and see if we can actually find something first.
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
Alright, Christ. Can't jump that for some reason. Thanks, game. Oh, God. That's one of the... Yeah, I don't have an axe. Okay. That's not going to be worth approaching right this second. But they're absolutely defending... Yeah, but she's absolutely protecting something. Great. Let's leave that for just a second. We'll come back. It's like these bots keep coming back. For positioning, if I could like sneak stab, get out of here, then sneak stab again, we might be in business. I need you to not do that, Seb. Okay, no, you can't really do that. And she can climb. I was hoping for a crit. I'll be honest. I put way too much hope in me getting that 30% chance. And even then, I don't think it'd be enough to kill. I think it takes 2 crits to kill them. Oh. God damn it. Where is she? She's turning around. Actually. She saw me anyway, doesn't matter. Come on. It's gonna be a long lure, but... doesn't give a shit. Okay. Should we try another cheeky crit while we wait? Didn't get it. Hey, look at this. Come on. Come to me. Gonna have fun with this. Please tell me that was enough. Of course it's not enough. Did you see her go to get up? Uh-oh. Time to run. Of course it's not enough. You see the problem with these enemies yet? The gargantuan sized problem of these enemies. We get this. We'll try and circle around. There's another one? Are you insane? Are you serious? Oh fuck, now we just gotta go. Can't jump that, okay. Get me the hell out of there, Jesus. That was evil. Oh, she's still chasing. I need to get the proper fuck out of here. Where am I? Let's head to you so we can show off that sequence I was on about. Oh, there are a lot of enemies. No one's following, right? Well, he's kind of following, but he'll lose us. What died here? Oh, we need a key first.
On this door. Looks like if I had a key, I could open it.
Okay, but that's late. Okay, never mind. I just wanted that, and also the screen wakes up everything. I'm gonna retreat to this safe house over here. I think that'd be the wisest choice. Can you? Do you mind? Don't mind me. Just. Fucking base! Base! Let's see if we can get anything from this. I don't think we've got any more keys. I can't remember if we picked up any, but we've got to be able to do something. There we go. Sure. Sure. There we go. There. We got 11 of bit thousand goo. Oh, what is it? 10 to 2. Yeah, okay, I'll go on for...
We've got to stop meeting like this, Detective. You seem more at ease, Detective.
I'll go for a little bit more longer, and I want to at least do that side quest and save that one Mobius operative.
Present company included.
A shame. After all we've been through together, isolation and distrust aren't symptoms of mental illness, but they are unfortunate byproducts of it. Closing yourself off from others does nothing but agitate your condition. You are human. You require connection the way a plant requires light.
That's a sweet way of looking at it for a suspicious lady whose background's never really elaborated on. Stamina recovery. Ah, I'm still short. I was like, there's no way I'll be in a position where I won't have enough. Yeah, no, there it is. Max life, total health regen, chance of survival. Chance of survival would be nice. I think I am going to get that. Just short, but less kickback. I'll take that. What's this? Kick stunned enemies away from you. Oh, that'd be nice. I'm not going to go for it though. Double damage with the axe would be nice, so that might be something worth saving for. I'm not going to spend the red gel until I've got enough to go for it, though. This one, I said 75k is insane on some of these. Is there anything else that's as close or to that as an expense? I don't think there is. I think that is the priciest upgrade of the lot. It's basically a superpower. Yeah. Did I pick up any other keys? No, I didn't. Alright, we're going to be crossbow only, really, but we'll do this. Let's get over there and see if we can help that dude and unlock the other safe house. Because I think he's the one that gives us the key to all these areas. Like, there's Lux's chests around as well. No, I don't want to go to the Marrows, I want to save. Just in case this goes horribly wrong again. Alright, let's do this. Where do we need to be? There, so the entrance point's there. Right, let's head that way. Well, it seems like being wary that we don't set off that horde, that group. We need the witches that were around. Oh. No, Seb, come on. I know it's the same button, it's context sensitive, but please. There we go. Alright, it goes nothing. Oh, okay, I'm not that fussed about that. Actually, do you have an axe? I look like you did. Yeah, you do. Okay, I do want to be detour to try and get you then if I can. Oh, there's a lot more than you than just that. This might be a bit of an obstacle course in of itself. That's the only enemy I care about. The rest of you can shove off. Oh, where'd the one with the axe go? Is it dragging a body right now? I think it is. Oh, I thought something was glowing in the car then. Did the one that had the axe go away? I'm sure there was one that had an axe in its hand. Oh, there it is, way over there. Oh, this is going to be annoying. No, 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 no. I want to peek over. I need you guys to kind of stay over there and give me time to deal with this guy. Was I seen? I think I was, damn it. Oh well. Abandoned operation. Let's see what we can loot out of here. See, that's sly movements. Oh, there's more over here. How... Oh, please don't make this a cutscene. Oh, storage room key. Nice. All right. Well, we'll go do that, and then we'll go save our friend. Excuse me, everyone. Now let's go. We'll go check that out. Yeah, wrong button. Why do I keep on thinking R3 is going to bring up the map? There's a lot of enemies there, but yeah, now we can get access to that. I thought it was the side quest that got available to it. That's why I wanted to lean on it. I heard that. Well, there goes that axe. Oh well. It wasn't a wasted journey. Did you have another one? God, can you see why I put so much want to put so much into like stamina upgrade? Come on. Now the problem is going to be trying to evade everything to get to that door. It's way over there now, so we've got breathing room at least. It's just the rest of these guys. Oh, you have an axe. Might get caught for this, but it's worth it for the axe. Oh, hurry up. Okay, can't just beeline to it. Hey, hey. You got... Oh, fuck. You don't see me. Oh, one of them got through it. Okay, it was a good thing I checked. Trust me, dude, you don't want this. This will destroy you. Oh, I got the other guy at least. Oh, he got up too quick. Well, there goes that grand plan. One explosive bolt and a dream when we get to that bit. I'll say that. There'll be resources in here, so it's not the end of the world. The reason why you come here. A better shotgun. Medium barrel pump action shotgun has a long barrel, giving it a longer range to do damage.
Yeah. That's more like it.
That's why you want to come here, but of course it's not as simple as that. I don't think we can open this yet, because we need the side quest still. Yeah, no. Oh, there's an axe there anyway.
Shit!
Here's how this section works. You're trapped in here. It's literally a locked room situation. Try and survive. And it's not like last time where it was a locked room situation. No, she comes in. And there's really not much you can do. Except the game's just fucking with you. That one I liked when I first got it. That one stuck with me. Because it's like you sit there and you go, what am I supposed to do? No, the game's just having a bit of fun. It's executing an idea it set up earlier. Right, let's go try and actually save this dude and then I'll wrap up. Now we have a shotgun with 3 shells and it's got a slightly better range. And we still have that, the bomb. And we have an axe. And there was another one there as well. So we've got options. Don't worry, Mr. Union Man. We'll come save you. Right, in saying that, realistically, this dude was like making a ruckus a while ago. He'd be dead. But you know, video games be video games. I will take you though. Give me a bit more of a chance.
Maybe I can get the jump on them.
Alright, let's try this again. Now with a little bit more in terms of resources. And it's not just a matter of dealing with the enemies, it's keeping in mind that if you don't deal with them, they'll turn on him.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
See if I can get their attention first. Ooh, 5. Nice. Oh, ow, okay, they're still angry. Miss. Oh yeah, he's nearly dead already. We need to find resources. You stay alive, dude. As best you can. Oh.
Shit! There's more of them! They're coming from over there!
Yeah, okay, I need resources. One sec. Shotgun shells. Anything else back here? No. Alright, let's try and save this dude. Come on. I think he died. I'm just gonna let them kill me. He died. That first dude held on to him for ages for like no good reason. I'll give it one more go. If I don't save him this time, then I will wrap up, because... Oh, here? This far back? Oh, I mean, I guess more resources to try and get. This is my last autosave.
Yeah. That's more like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit!
Actually, if it's going to put me this far back every time, no, it'll be too much time wasting me to mess up. I'm going to go, once Ghost Lady's done with us, I'm going to go save, and we'll wrap up there. And then the next session, we'll figure out how to save the dude. And besides, then off-screen, I can scavenge a little bit and just pick up a few more basic resources to give us more of a fighting chance, instead of it just being an uphill struggle for the whole thing. Well, so we made progress. We jumped through like about, what, 4 chapters worth of content. Took down 2 bosses. We got a new shotgun. We've explored some of this area. I think we've done alright this stream. I know I said earlier I probably would, but I might hold off streaming tomorrow because there's other things, like as I was thinking of, that I might want to do. Like, you know, also making progress on Danganronpa V3, so I can start working on the next video for that. And then stream again on Tuesday. Yeah, so I think I'll do that. So, let's wrap it up here. Next time, we'll try and save that dude. Try and work out what the hell's going on with Stefano at the theatre. Maybe even deal with him if we can help it. And see where the tide takes us. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.